Welcome everybody to DSL Welding Services Radical Series tonight. This is the first race for our Super Show, for our Thursday Super Show. We go on to the GT3 Porsches after that, the 922s. Big shout out to our round sponsor for tonight, Scotty Callahan, as you see sitting there on second place in our qualifying so far. And our stream sponsor, Pagnian Advanced Simulation. And also, big shout out to our safety car promo department and all the SRW boys in race control. Also, I'm here tonight myself, and it's Tyson McAvoy sitting beside me in a commentary box, along with Shibby on the cameras. So, how are you, Tyson?
Oh, I'm very well, mate. I'm looking forward to a good close battle between these cars tonight. But next good. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. I really love Brands Hatch. I'm loving this track. I really love this track. So we should see some pretty close racing between these two cars, because you were saying earlier that SR10s, because it's a shorter, a bit more of a twisty track, it might be a bit more even this time. So quite cool.
Yeah, that's right. We saw him a bit disadvantaged last week, and you know, the Red Bull Ring was a shorter layout, and it's a straight line speed doesn't actually work. So Spa round one, it kind of fell in their favour. The straight line was awesome, and then round two, it kind of evened out a bit. And as we see, round three, I reckon my tip for the P1 might be good old Scotty, unless he's going to do a Scotty and sandbag it and start from the back. It's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, but it has come back to kick him in the arse a couple of times, hasn't it, when he started from the back? So You never know.
That's why we saw him last week making a few mistakes and a few drive-throughs, but that didn't stop him from pushing through the field, and I think he got third last week. So,
yep. Definitely no lack of talent, that boy.
That's right, and he is the sponsor for this series, or this round. So thanks for him, and he's already lining up the times with the nice purple sectors in sector 1 and 2, and then Nathan's gone purple in sector 3. So the times are a bit scattered, as we're going to see him cross over, and as Nathan's doing a bit of I won't say it straight away. Oh, contact!
Whoa! Wow, that's a set of corners is definitely going to ever.
Oh, there's 3 cars involved in that, so.
Wow, it's definitely a set of corners. Those two last corners, those 2 corners are going to definitely catch some people unaware. Easy to lock up through there. It's kind of more of a slight break, a quick shift down, and a rush through there. But it's a hard line to get right, isn't it?
That's right, and it's more about your downforce. And if you don't have the trust in your downforce in the car, then you're probably going to either run wide or be quite slow there, and different speeds vary, as we saw just then with the boys going through there. But we've got our first lap time in, as we did say before. Scotty up the top with a 1:18.36. So,
wow, that is quick around here in that thing. Oh,
and
he's
continuing on. Yep, he's just said.
Wow, that's craziness. Yeah, pushing hard. Absolutely awesome. Bradley Hudson with a great time so far. He's had some mixed rounds in the past weeks, but also I think Bruce White, old Sharky Bruce White. I think he might give these fishy boys a bit of a run for their money tonight. We saw some fast improvements from him last week, so it'd be quite good to see.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to call who's going to be up the top for this race, because a lot of these boys, you said that Blake is out there. He's been learning the car. As you see again, the car's going a little bit wide there.
Whoa. Scotty's just gone into the 17s, 17.5. What is that? That guy is must be loving this track. He seems like he's in his groove.
Yeah, he's pushing hard and getting some great lap times out of the car. And as you said, he's done a 17.5. His quickest in practice was a 16.4, so he must have been really saving the juice.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think, it's only 5 minutes in, so I think once he's, I think you'll even see it come down even further. You reckon you'll see these guys break the 117 mark, or?
Oh, 100%. As we see Delaney there just make a slight mistake.
And we know on Brands Hatch, a slight mistake around here means you're sliding pretty quickly into walls.
Yeah, you really want to as well kind of warm these tyres up, get the fuel down a bit, grab a fresh set around the 7-minute mark, even though it might not be worth it, and then really having a push at the end, as we saw Scotty's still setting some purple sectors at the front, and he made a pretty poor fourth sector there. But another car into the 17s. It's Michael, and he's done a 17.72. So there's a few cars out there pushing hard.
Yeah, Michael Cuttager. That's one we haven't seen a lot of, but he's doing well tonight. So it'll be a good one to see. Great to see Dave Unger back again as well. He had a few wheel issues, I think. He had some hardware issues. So he's back in a new livery as well, but look at that. Very nicely done.
Yeah, as we go on board again, as we see, I think another purple sector, and we see you can go right to the P1 with a 17.1 there. So a great lap time, and David Unger has done a 17.4. So these times are tumbling down as these tyres are starting to warm up.
Wow, that is quick. Scotty Callahan will be like, nah, you're not having that for long, mate. Yeah, as we got with David Unger, great little run. He's spent a lot of time in these SR8s, so he'll be very happy. He'll be a bit closer to these SR10s tonight in this Brands Hatch race.
I'm having a bit of technical difficulties with my camera, so I'll just have to stand by for a second.
Oh, good. Dave Unger just pushing hard. The top three are in the 17s so far, everybody. We haven't seen the top four, Bruce White, there into the 17s yet, but I'm sure he'll jump into them very soon. He's had some very, very quick pace the last couple of weeks. Had some unfortunate incidents last week, but yeah, great sort of pushing back through them, being patient through the field. Here we go. Cameron Edwards is always one to watch also. He's doing very, very well. He's one to watch. He's got some pace in these SR8s, so definitely a guy to watch here. Sorry.
Yeah, he's still lighting up the timing screen. It's Scotty Callahan's got a purple sector too, so he's making a few mistakes here and there, Scotty, but he's still trying to push and get that pole position. You know, he's definitely loves the speed of this car and the drive. So, and it's as you said before, it's a tight track. You make that one mistake, and we've seen a lot of cars already make that mistake and run off wide. So it's going to be an interesting race with only, I think we've got 11 cars. Cowie's put a lap in now, and he's at the back of the grid with a 20.13, but it's definitely going to be a tight midfield like we kind of saw last week.
Yeah, very exciting, close racing, I think. It's be very cool to see. Do you think, that was a question I was going to ask you, actually. In the case of safety cars, do you reckon we'll see that many? Because there is quite a bit of runoff on this track, right?
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of runoff, but there's also a lot of walls. So,
yeah,
it's going to be quite interesting to see how these cars handle the damage. I'm not sure that. I remember the old car is a very fragile car, and if you hit a wall, it would, cry out and bleed everywhere, and just it's bad. But the new car, I'm not sure how it reacts to some sort of some hits. So, it'll be quite interesting to see. As we see Cowie again crossing the line and finishing a lap.
Trying to push out as much as he can. Leon Williams at the back there, just in front of Cowie there on track in times there with a 120.1. But these guys' times I'm sure will start dropping very soon. We're coming to this 9-minute mark. We just haven't really seen many people. We've seen how many people we got? We've only had Nathan Verney pit in for an extra set of tyres by the look of it. So other than that, yeah, we haven't had anybody else jump in and grab a fresh set yet. I thought they would have gone about that 7-minute mark, as you were saying, Tyson, but they might be making it, just pushing it on through.
Yeah, that's right. Some people might be just using the warmth of the tyres, because it does, as I said, take a while for these tyres to warm up. Again, I'm sorry for the guys. My camera is currently stuck on one angle, so it's a bit hard for me to see. I'm currently using a backup stream at the moment, so apologies if I missed some stuff.
Oh, good. Got your back, bro. Oh, good. We got Mr. Schmellenberg on track at the moment.
Good idea.
Mr. Nick. No, that's Schmellenberg. So we got brothers. We've got the brothers there, and Nick and Timothy. So doing really well on track tonight, having a great race out there. We've got currently 13 guys on, 13, 14, 15 races on track here, guys, tonight. So pretty good field, actually, for these radicals. So be great to see all these guys on track and fighting, see what the draft's like, see how much slipstream they're going to be able to get around this track. There is a lot of little tight corners and lots of places to make some little mistakes that can mean big trouble in the end.
Well, where do you think some cars will be able to overtake? Because as you said, you're quite familiar with it. I'm not sure of this track because it's a very tight track. But where do you think
definitely
some
this
cars will be able to
hairpin
pass?
right here, down at turn 2 essentially. Definitely, that's a passing point. You've got 2 lines there. If you can get on the inside or on the outside, you definitely see some guys trying to go for that move on there, especially through this section as well. You'll see a couple of guys trying to make a move on the inside, just trying to push those lines because you can kind of cut the apex of that corner quite a bit. We'll put you off on a different line, but you do have a bit of runoff on the outside of that corner that doesn't have a track limit on it, essentially, which is great because then you can kind of make some more bolder moves without getting in so much trouble. Let's put it that way.
Should be interesting to see what cars do at the hairpin, and especially on lap 1. I love a lap 1 scrap, especially for tight corners. So if they go up there side by side, 2 wide, 3 wide, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's going to be. I think we're definitely going to see some carnage. I'm thinking 3 safety cars. I want to be conservative tonight.
3? Okay, I'll go 1.
1.
And
Oh,
just bank on 1. And,
okay, very conservative then. Okay.
But how's the pit lane entry like? Is it a tight pit lane or is it an easy pit lane?
Nah, it's a pretty easy pit lane, really. It's more the wall that you kind of have to turn at the end. It's very similar to kind of Red Bull Ring, I suppose, at pit entry. So it's not
on the front straight on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Just so our viewers know. But there's not many times going green. It's just a bit, orange out there. But as we do see Scotty go up to the top with a 16 now. He's cracked the 16.
Wow, and Katajar has 2.
And 2 boys in a 17 flat, Bahunga. So
yeah,
the top 3 there is quite a similar pace, as we said.
Unga would have been gutted though, wouldn't he?
And
He's
Delaney's
200s outside of 16.
Oh, he's on the cusp of it. As we see, Blake Delaney, the fishy car, is sitting right there in P8 at the moment. But we're on board at the moment of David Unger.
Bit of a moment there. From the Fishies Motorsports car there. He's just had a bit of a moment. The exit of the last corner there. Oh, it's a difficult one. You can see that they're just moving around so much, these cars, through that for turn 1. See, beautiful move down the inside. That's what you'll see passes in race.
To me, I'd just say Cowie do a purple sector. No, it's green.
Oh, come on. Oh, let's go, Cowie. You got this, bro. Oh, he's pushing, isn't he? Up into 9th. Come on, son. As we saw, he's dropped his original time by a minute's 20, by seconds 20. Sorry, yeah, 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, he's pushing quite hard. On my timing side, it's showing him doing purple sectors, and it's just definitely not what's happening. So again, apologies for my telemetry, but.
Oh, and Cowie up into 6th. Come on, what a lap, mate. Come on, an 18.3.
So Cowie, pushing on, and he's done a really good time there, and was a bit slow at the start, and he was doing 20s, and then he said, "Nah, here's a lap time, guys." And
it was because we were on commentary going, "Come on, Cowie, let's go, mate."
That's right. I think you heard us.
Yeah.
It was the commentator's curse in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly right. I love it. At least it can be. Yeah. At least we benefited someone for once, eh? Scotty Callahan still up in front there.
Oh my god!
Oh, there's only 0.02 of a second between first and second there. Well, hey. And that will wrap up.
Oh, that's right, because we've got an inverted top 10 race here, don't we?
We do. We surely do. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all pans out in the end. It's been such a, um, especially because it's such a tight track, not that many spots to overtake. And when you do, you have to take some chances on those overtakes as well. I won't say dive bomb, but you're going to have to pretty skillfully dive bomb, I think, to make some pushes through the field through here. So we might see some carnage as we go through. So here is our grid for tonight. We got first place, Scotty Callahan with a 116.826. And Michael Cuttager in second there by just over 2.5 hundredths of a second, so 250ths of a second, which is a crazy gap. David Unger in third, Nathan Verney in fourth. Fifth is Bradley Hudson. Sixth, Andrew Cowie with a great second last lap there. Bruce White in seventh. Cameron Edwards in eighth. Timothy Schmellenberg in ninth. Blake Delaney in 10th. Nick Schmellenberg in 11th, who's Timothy's brother. And we got 12th, we got Leon Williams. Along with Leon Williams, we have Alex John in 13th, Scotty Rankin in 14th, Jackson Callow in 15th, and Stefan McCartan. Thank you very much for being in our safety car and our race control tonight. Thank you. As we go up to the grid.
Yeah, that's right. And what we got the time here, just again, big shout out to our viewers out there in all the chats. See you there. Hey, John, how you doing, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we do see the SR8s take over the SR10s. We've been seeing that trend over the last few weeks. So.
Yep.
And I heard in my ear there's only one SR10, so it seems the guys have gone the switch.
Wow, there's only one piranha in the pond at the moment. Wow, And here we go. Five reds. Let's go. Green light. Oh, and
someone stalled.
Oh, and that's a big stall on the line, David Unger.
Contact.
Oh, and I think Bradley Hudson's just been collected in the back of that as well. Oh,
I think he had a jump start. From what I saw there, I think he had a jump start. I'm not sure. I'll leave it there. But
he didn't even
saw smoke.
Yeah, definitely. And Nick Schmellenberg's gotten caught up in that as well. So that's very unfortunate for him. He's just run straight into the back of it. It's very... a bit of a moment there. Who is that having a bit of a spin there? That was Mr. Cameron Edwards having a bit of a spin there. Wow, as we're seeing, just already on these cold tyres, people taking a few more chances than they probably would like to, maybe. Pushing these cars a bit hard, but Dave Unger up into first place now. Scotty Callahan in second, and with Matty Cuttager,
Cowie ran a bit wide.
Cuttager in third. Oh.
But he's come back on the track quite well there.
Beautifully done. Here we go, looking out of the back of Michael Cuttager here. He's actually having a great lap here, keeping his third place at the moment, which is great. Great to see Nathan Verney on the push behind him. Nathan Verney's keeping his spot in fourth place, but he's definitely not letting Michael get away from him there. Bruce White, Alex John, and Blake Delaney, along with Scotty Rankin, are the ones that have really profited from this jump start at the start there, guys. And we've just had at the back there, I think that was Cowie going off track, was it at the back there?
And Dave Unger actually is returning to pit lane as well, so...
Maybe his hardware issues aren't fixed yet. Maybe, he had those hardware issues and that's why we haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. Maybe he's still having some teething problems. Who knows? Very unfortunate for him because he's got some serious pace in these cars and we love having him in the interview box afterwards as well. So, but great for the rest of the field, eh? Mr. Alex. Blake Delaney.
Scotty Rankin as well, making a move now on Cowie down the inside.
A beautiful move.
And then, as we see the battle in front here, Blake's pushing as well. So there's action in front of him and behind him. So, but I just want to point out Cowie and Scotty. It's still side by side behind.
Oh, look at that!
Crazy.
Cowie under brake, just pushing.
Oh, but he's running wide.
Oh.
And he's pulled it up. So good job there. It was.
Yeah, very.
That
could have gone a lot more disastrous than it could have, than it did, I think.
But we made that note in the qualifying. These guys, if they give a little bit of room, they run off. And as we saw Cowie there mowing the lawn, and then he comes back on the track behind Scotty. So a bit unfortunate, but Cowie can push on. He's got the speed. He's in P7.
Yeah, and I think it's a very skillful thing to be able to, especially catch a bit of grass or a bit of dirt on this track, especially, and be able to hold on to it because all they want to do around here is spin. Just because I think it is the camber of the track and the undulations as well, because it's quite, quite up and down sort of, I wouldn't say hilly track, but you've got, quite a few inclines and declines, especially coming up over the hill here and then down the hill, down towards the next corner.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of different directions for this circuit. Up, down, hills, slopes, big straights, and it's an awesome little track for where it is.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
As you see,
I know it's not
here.
some of people's not favourite tracks.
Oh, it's Timothy getting out of the way, so that's just good sports by Timmy, just getting out of the way.
Oh, and he's just had a bit of a moment there. Bradley Hudson just trying to stay on the brakes and keep out of the way. He's just kept himself out of the carnage there. 2 cars have just missed him. Whew.
He did a good job there, slamming straight on the brakes and keeping that car out of the traffic there.
Yeah, we've got Scotty Rankin.
As we go back.
Cowie's just had a bit of a moment with Blake Delaney there by the look of it.
No, Blake Delaney ran wide, I think, and he rejoined just in front of Cowie, so he avoided it. But
oh, nice! It's just
he was
snap oversteer. Where did that come from? Wow, way! It's what you never know about these cars, and that's this track as well. There's a lot of reasons why this track isn't a favourite of a lot of people, because a lot of people really hate this track for that simple thing. You think you're all great, and then you catch a little bit of an edge, and it snaps you.
Yeah, it spits you out like a big... And I think Cowie's even going around again.
Oh, no. That's a bit of a... Oof. Ouch. Scotty Callahan back up to the front. Oh, yeah. It's hard once those tyres are a bit rubbish as well. The back of his car is quite messed up also, so we shall see what happens there. Mr. Scotty Callahan having a great drive out the front here. He's made his way in front of Michael Cuttajar there. And just pushing hard as we know that he can do. And he's Scotty Callahan is our round sponsor tonight as well. So big shout out for him as well. Thank you. But Michael Cuttajar, I haven't seen a lot of him, but he's got some serious pace.
Yeah, he does. And the field's starting to spread out a little bit already, and just get into that rhythm. It's that start of that race when you want to. Just manage your tyres. It's only a 17-lap race, and then we've got a top 10 inverted grid. So I'm looking forward to the second race. We've still got this race to go, but the second one, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, especially around here. You're gonna see definitely some master passes, I think. By these.
I'm just looking forward to seeing Scotty push through the field and have a good race and keep it clean, making those overtakes. Because as we said, it's a tough track to overtake, and it's going to be quite interesting. Of course, these boys are here showing us that you can, but it's going to be one of those races. And Scotty's still trying to push out his gap here and close the gap to the car in front. Is just a little bit of a hairy moment there, Alex, but it's just slowly. So it's good to see Scotty have some, and this is Scott Rankin I'm talking about, is having some pace in this car.
Oh yeah, definitely. Rattlegun Rankin, absolutely pushing tonight. He's up 9 spots already, mate. Wowee.
Yeah, he's on the charge, and it's a car. He's I think round 1 he got the chocolates. Was it round 1 he got the chocolates?
Yeah, it was
or
round 1, yeah.
Yes,
and that's right.
He brought home the chocolates, and he was pushing hard, which was great to see. And now he's still showing us that he can race. He started, as you said, 14th, and he's up to 5th.
It's insane, isn't it? Just crazy good.
So we're just going to pull up a replay of the start of the race, and these guys are just settled into a rhythm now. We can go to all that action we had at the start.
Most definitely. I thought there was far too many right-hand corners for Scotty Rattlegun Rankin on this track. There's quite a few right-handers, which is quite skillful of him. Here we go. Thank you very much to DSL Welding Services for this action replay. And he's using rear chase cam guy. It just looks like he just hasn't even. Oh. Ooh. It looks like the car hasn't started, and it's just started just as he's gotten knocked in the back.
Yeah, I see that. So he's sitting there in neutral. He couldn't shift.
Just couldn't.
Oh, there he shifts now. Oh, and then hit through. So maybe a gearbox
Hardware
problem
issues,
there.
I think, are still happening for him, possibly. That's disappointing for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely was.
Too.
Oh, I've dropped it. I was just having, again, we're still having some technical issues here. I'm still...
Yep.
No,
apologies, guys. Mine just dropped out too, but I'm back on. Here we go. I'll tell you, so our welding services action replay here of Dave Unger just trying to get his catch up on.
My SDK is actually gone. Just to let you know, Shibby. And apologies, ladies and gents. We're just trying to get on top of this.
So lock this in a replay.
My SDK crashed. So is it something to do with that?
Oh, wow, sorry guys, apologies for just SDK's running into some problems here. Let me try something. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I'm loading mine up again.
Here we go, we're back live, guys, by the look of this.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Here we go, guys. Back to the live action. Alex John still having his battle with Rattlegun Rankin, but it looks like Scotty might have the upper hand here. He's definitely been honed onto the back of this car, like he's super glued to the back of Alex's car, and he's just holding onto that slipstream as much as he can, just under that rear wing, trying to avoid that aero wash under braking, etc. And he's doing a very good job at it.
That's right, using all the draft and the downforce for this car and just sticking right on the rear wing. And it's going to be interesting to see where he makes his move.
As we know, there's not a hell of a lot of places to make a move, and you don't want to be too hasty under brakes on these things as well. As you see, it's just locking up there, Alex John.
Oh, there was contact.
Apologies. Oh, there's contact there. But as we know, that front splitter in the past, with a bit of hefty damage on that front splitter, is much worse than rear end damage in these cars. So, it could play in the hands of Alex John if Scotty has a bit too much damage, but it looks like Scotty's still keeping the pace for now. Nathan Fernie's just had a bit of a moment. He's made his way up into third place and then just had a bit of a moment off track here, guys. So, yeah. Oh, interesting. But he's held on to that third place, interestingly enough. So he's got enough of a buffer and enough of a gap. But I would start getting very, very worried about Scotty Rankin. Scotty Rankin's just taking his place away from Alex John, and he's on the hunt now. He's on the hunt for Nathan Fernie. Will he be able to push himself up into the podium position? Who knows? Woohoo! Let's go, Scotty.
Yeah, it seems that he's got the pace now, and he's just got a big gap to crawl back. But again, you know, this is the first race of two tonight, and the next one's a bigger race. As we see him make a little mistake there, and he goes down the inside. As we see smoke ahead.
Oh, it's a lot of smoke. What's happened there? That is Nathan Fernie's had a big crash. So that has slotted himself. Oh, no. It's still kept himself. Hasn't changed the positions yet, but Nathan Fernie's had two crashes now inside of one lap. So he's definitely losing a whole lot of time.
Yeah, that gap has definitely shrunk down. So this is going to be... it's just going to be interesting to see this end of this race. He's got 7 laps to go.
It will be definitely butt puckering there for Nathan Fernie now in this lead up. He had a good gap. Now he's got a 5-second gap. He had over a 10-second gap. So, oof.
And our more systems go, I'm back on as well. So, as we're right on board now with Rattlegun, hopefully he's got his tyres nice and tight. No pun intended. Let's see what Scotty can do down here with the toe.
Here we go. I think that little bit of damage on the back and on the front of Scott, he's got both these cars seem like it might be making a touch of a difference. Their lap times have dropped a bit to what they have been running. So we'll see. They're in the high 17s, and then we're running sort of mid to low 18s at the moment. So Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
you can
late
see them
18s,
using
eh?
all the track as well, and the difference between Scotty here, I think Scotty's using the track quite well. He's using all the green runoff area and all the grass, and really getting that strong runs and using, as I said, the track. And the car in front's really just keeping a tighter line, blocking, defending. As you see Scotty all over the back of him,
Whoa,
and
look at that.
there's no room there. But he
Showed
gets
him
the
on
job done the crisscross. Can he get it done down the inside? Nope. He's getting shown the door and going to have to go around the outside.
Oh, is he going to make it? Is he going to have it done? No. Oh, he's going to get the inside line into this corner, though.
He's got
the advantage.
Oh, it's nearly contact, and Scotty's got to go on the curb. Oh, wow.
It was almost contact.
Scotty had to use all that curb.
Oh.
And that's what's unsettled the car.
Yeah. Especially Scotty using all that track, and when you do use all the track, it takes a lot of cojones on Brands Hatch to use all of the track, because a lot of the track, using all the track means that you kind of have to drive somewhat off the track in some spots.
That's right. And some of the bits of the track kind of blend in with the grass, and you can't tell that it's actually, it's not tarmac, but it's still. I'm not sure the technical term for the little bits of runoff there,
Say
but it's
AstroTurf.
Well, yeah, we'll go AstroTurf. We'll use the AstroTurf. Well, it's a good get out, Joel. Thanks there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Oh, Bradley
Happened
Hudson
there?
with a bit of a moment. Oh, what's he had
Is
there?
his engine
He's
blown?
locking up.
Is he? I see a lot of smoke. I can't tell if his engine was gone. Yeah, so he was in a battle with Blake Delaney, but as you see this dirty Wash Me car here,
He's so good.
Gotti having a good battle, but that gap has closed down. 3 and a bit tenths now, so it's going to be a good battle up front. And, this mid-pack battle for David Unger is chasing down, who's the car in front of him?
Oh,
Leon?
That's, Leon Williams.
Yeah, so Leon in front is pushing quite hard too.
And look at that. Dave Unger's got some heavy wear on the front and back of that car, as we saw at the start.
So you got to remember as well, who's on pole position right now?
Exactly right.
David Unger for the next race. Top 10 reverse grid.
Oh, wow.
So that's the
Game
battle
on,
for the
people.
podium.
Game on.
Yeah, I don't think these guys have got that in their mindset. They want the points now. So unless
And
he's
I think
going to...
David Unger has definitely got it in his mind. You can see he's not pushing as hard as he normally would. He's just keeping the clean air. He's trying to keep out of the aero wash, but keep in the slipstream. Just being very smart, hey?
Yeah, and then, get pole position for the next one, and then try and get as many cars in between him and Rattlegun Rankin.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. He want to try and get some cars in between. Oh, Leon Williams. Get squirrely out of the corner.
He got it.
Yeah, he did very. That was a brilliant catch. That was Babe Ruth styles catch, mate. Yeah. And Rattlegun Rankin. There we go. He's got himself out in some space there as well. After that crash there, he's fallen off the back of Alex John, because he's had to take a bit of curb there. Unfortunately, I'm sure Scotty will be able to catch him back up there. But Scotty Callahan now on board. Looking at this through this rear wing of Scotty Callahan. Oh, made a big mistake. Michael Cuttajar flying past him.
And that's the lead. That's a change for the lead there.
Wow, that is insane. That was insane. It didn't even look like that much he caught, but who knows? DSL Welding Services Action Replay. Thank you very much for that.
So what's he done here? Has he clipped too much of the inside? I think he has, because it's unset of the rear a lot. He's done a really good job to keep that out of the fence, because that car wanted just to keep rotating there.
Well, and he had to pull on the anchors as well, because you could see it kind of hit the curb and it wanted to get sideways. He's got a really subtle tug on the anchors and then just counter steered it, and that was mastery driving there. From our round sponsor tonight.
Yeah, he's done a good job to keep that out of the wall. And yeah, he's P2. He's only 2 seconds off the lead there, but I think he's got 3 laps to close that gap. Can he do it, you think? I reckon he's gonna have a good crack.
I reckon he's gonna be able to push it. 3 laps. Who knows? I think he'll be able to keep him off. He's definitely holding him off. He's definitely going to get his third position there, but I'm not sure Scotty's going to be able to bridge that gap to Alex now. I'm sure Scotty will be. I'm not sure. I think it was a bit more of a racing incident than anything. I think Scotty was just trying to making sure that he didn't hit the other car, and that's just what happened. And we've just got who's with our best lap at the moment? Best lap has just gone to Michael Cuttajar, and he's just jumped into the 16s. Come on, 16.94 best lap, guys. Come on.
Yep, in race pace, and he's shown you can do it in quality and race mode.
That is craziness. Bradley Hudson with a bit of a off track as well there, a bit of a moment towards the back of the field there. He's not having the funnest of nights, but Alex John comfortably up into the 4th place now, and definitely built up a massive gap now to Scotty Rankin.
So from the land of the chat, Greg Johnson has said the green grows in the squares of the grass is called, what's it called?
Grasscrete. It's called Grasscrete.
Ah, excellent. Well, thank you very much for that. But I'm probably still going to go with the fake grass stuff.
yeah, I like that. Grasscrete. That is awesome. I've just learned a new word. And
because
thank you very much, John.
It also
as commentary on iRacing, so we'll take that. Thank you.
100%. As I said, it's a very hard thing to see, and it makes more sense that it kind of has the grass, in the name of it, because it looks like grass. And a track like this, I can't really use that too much because I don't have the confidence to rely on it as some of these guys out there. That's why I'm sitting in the booth talking about it.
Most definitely. Oh, me too, mate. Me too. If you can't beat them, then talk about commentate on them, right?
I think that's what it means. Yep. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
But now we're at the back end of this race. Only got 2 laps to go, and the field's, I would say, kind of spread out. As we see Scotty Callahan. Is that another lead swap? What's going on there?
It is another lead swap there for Scotty Callahan.
Past must have made a mistake.
Cuttajar has had an off track here, so I'm not sure. I don't think it was a massive one, but it seems like he's wasn't. SDK's not saying it's a crash, but just an off track. So we'll see how big an off track it was.
We'll get a replay of that because that's definitely a big game changer there. Here it comes now. The DSL welding action replay.
You'd be so gutted on the last lap too. It's when you let your guard down, isn't it? You get a little bit.
Oh, big moment.
Oh, that was massive.
But he's done again a great job to keep it off the fence.
And such an awkward place to get out of as well, isn't it?
Like he had a big enough gap where he could have just pulled the car back out. He's only lost 1 position, but still, hey, 1 position is not the race win. So he's going to be definitely on the game for next race. So.
Most definitely. He's going to be pushing so hard. Scotty Callahan coming over the line for our race 1 winner tonight for the Radical DSL Welding Services Radical Series. And we are going to an inverted top 10 next, man? So good.
That's right. So it's a good drive for Scotty. He made a mistake and he got that back there. I don't think we went the entire distance there, did we? Yeah, we did, sorry. And Alex coming home in P4. So a top 3 was a pretty good race. This is 2 mistakes from the leaders. If that pack was bunched up a little bit more, it could have been a lot more changes. But David Unger as well, another one who made a mistake, and will make amends for that in his second race.
Most definitely, he'll be starting first on the grid, won't he? Oh no, he'll be starting
7th.
Third on the grid, 4th on the grid, on the second row of the grid, I should say.
I'm interested in see Delaney out in front as well because he'll be starting third on the grid. As he tries to get across the line, or is he dropping a few more positions to get pole position here?
Oh!
That's what he was trying to do.
Oh, sneaky, eh? The piranhas, if there's one piranha in a pond, he's got to do something.
That was a great camera shot there. We saw him play the sneaky.
Got caught. Love it. So good.
All right, we're going to have a 5-minute warm-up, let the drivers have a quick breather and take a massive breath from that. So that was a good race there. And,
that was so good.
This first heat results up, mate.
Fantastic. Mr. Scotty Callahan with a great win with Michael Cuttajar there. They're making a bit of a mistake on the last hairpin on the last lap, which is very unfortunate for him. So that always sucks, but I'm sure he'll be out for blood for the next race. We've got Nathan Verdi in 3rd place, wrapping up our podium. So very, very good drive from him, making it 1 spot from his starting position in 4th there, but great drive from him. Alex John and Scotty Rankin are having a massive battle this whole way through, and Scotty Rankin just copping a bit of curb and lose a bit of a spin there. good save, but bit of a spin there on the third last lap there. Cameron Edwards in sixth place. David Unger finishing in seventh place after qualifying in second place there. In third and having a false start or some hardware problem on the grid there. So Blake Delaney in eighth place, Leon Williams in ninth, and wrapping out our top 10 is Bradley Hudson. So that is our top 10 that will be inverted for the next race. 11th is Nick Schmellenberg. Bruce White in 12th. I thought we would have seen him go up there, move up the field a bit more, but maybe not one of his most favourite tracks. We've got Timothy Schmellenberg, Nick's brother there in 13th place, Cowie down in 14th place, Jackson Callow in 15th, and Stefan McCartan in our safety car tonight for our Promo Dept. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy race for the boys tonight to not have to really do anything in race control, which is good. I've got the next race control gig, which is the Porsches, so that should be an awesome race. Again, the guys stick around for that because we double headed tonight. We got double radical and then we're off to the Porsches. Not sure what the format for the Porsches is tonight, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they're definitely pretty bananas cars to drive, and great to watch. Always some close racing with them, isn't there?
Yeah, and I hope we got a good grid. I know the racetrack. I think we're at. Where are we? Around round 3, so Brazil.
Yeah,
so Brazil tonight. So where the TCR's race last night is where we got the Porsches tonight. So it's going to be a good race for them.
Yeah, it's great actually. Tonight we've got two very iconic tracks, Interlagos and Brands Hatch. So definitely favourites within the community, I'm sure.
Yeah, last night with the track layout, there was a lot of places where you can pass. Not as good as this track, there's not many passing opportunities, but if you want to get past someone, you're going to do it. We did hear some chat. There might be opportunities for a pit stop. Some people might go long and not take the pit stop because it's a 30-minute race or 25 laps. So we probably will get the full race distance, but Cowie in the comments saying a full tank slapper for me in race one.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
I don't think it was a tank slapper, mate. It was a nice drift. You were just putting on a nice show, I think, weren't you?
Exactly right. You just wanted to show off his logo on the side of the car, a bit.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, I'm not getting enough TV time here. I'm doing a skid.
Where's my out time? And SRW TV just saying, we got Mr. Shibby there just commenting. Look, Cowie said Cowie's looked awesome from our end. So
exactly, it did. Oh, I enjoyed it.
It did look. It was just so strange though, hey? It was like I thought he'd nailed that corner and he was on a great line, but I don't know. He must have just, it looked like he just hit a bit of rubbish on the track and one wheel just lost all traction, or both rear wheels did.
Well, while we're in this we got a minute to go, less than a minute, so just take this time to thank the sponsors and a big shout out again to Scotty for keeping the Radicals in form and back again for our season of SRW Radicals. And, without Scotty going, I want to race them, they're fun, they're awesome, we wouldn't be here. So thank you to him.
Yep, and also we've got DSL Welding Services for our series sponsor, along with Scotty, as you were just saying, and stream sponsor for tonight. Stream sponsor is Pagnian Imports or Pagnian Advanced Simulation. And big shout out to Safety Car Promo Department and all the legends of SRW, because love working with you boys too. So I hope you guys out there are loving the coverage, and hopefully we're getting better and better every week and building. So yeah, much love.
That's right. And now we see the checker flag. Why don't you guys hit the follow button while we have the checker flag, and by the time you finish clicking it, we're on to the next race.
Exactly right. Hit that notification bell, guys, so you keep up to date with all our action going on.
Well, we've got that reverse top 10. Toddy, give us a shout, mate.
This is going to be full on. We've got Bradley Hudson up in first place there. Leon Williams in second. Blake Delaney in third. Dave Unger up into fourth there. So he's second on the grid now. He started second row on the grid for the first race. Hopefully he stays up there and he holds his position in maybe, I think we'll see him go up into first pretty quickly and then have a bit of a battle with the Scotties and with the Scotties of the world and Michael Cuttajar, I think, as well. So We've got Cameron Edwards there in 5th place, Scotty Rankin in 6th place, ahead of Alex John, having that massive battle last time. So they'll have another battle now. Alex John in 7th, Nathan Verney in 8th, Michael Cuttajar in 9th, and Scotty Callahan in 10th there. And that is our reverse or inverted grid for tonight. For our top 10. The rest of them are exactly how you saw them for the last race finished. Nick Schmallenberg in 11th, Bruce White in 12th, Timothy Schmallenberg in 13th, Andrew Cowan in 14th, Jackson Callow in 15th. Here we go.
Oh, we see 2 cars there move.
No, Dave Unger's just had a false start. He's going to have to pay for that in the pits, but I think he's going to try and still kind of slot through. He's obviously still having some hardware issues there. Seemed like he's struggling to get it into gear a bit there. But beautiful drive there. Great start there from Leon Williams. Sorry, Leon Williams has dropped down 5 positions there.
Oh, there's contact.
Whoa, there's big contact with someone. That's Nathan Verney's off track, is it? Oh, yeah, he's back on track now, but he's had a bit of contact. I'm not sure who's hit who, but...
Yeah, Scotty's just come over the comms and apologised for that contact.
Ooh, ouch. As we see these guys pushing up through the field already, we've got Scotty Callahan already up 2 places, up into 8th place now. Leon Williams down 3 places, and Bradley Hudson also down 3 places. But we have Blake Delaney in the Fishy Motorsports car up in 1st at the moment. Michael Cuttajar, who's in 2nd, led quite a few of the laps for the last race. Michael Cuttajar up 3 spots, but still on the push.
Oh,
wow, that's Bradley Hudson. Oh, he did start up in the pole position because he did finish in 10th place last race. Maybe it was a bit too much pressure just trying to hold off all this caliber behind you. Oh, beautiful move on the outside, around the outside of Cameron Edwards, on the outside of Blake Delaney.
Yeah, there's a car entering pit lane, so probably serving that drive-through penalty or that pit lane penalty for the jump start. So, a bit unfortunate.
Not having much luck on the starts tonight, is he?
But Delaney, he's got that position back.
Oh, he's pushing.
Hey, there's a push.
Oh, Scotty Callahan. Oh, and another car almost hits him as well. It looks like the car of Nick Schmellenberg there is almost hit into the back of Scotty Callahan there as well, our round sponsor. Wow, we having a bit of a mixed one trying to get through the field, as we were saying. It's going to be carnage.
Oh, I feel for the bloke. He's just an innocent bloke in that incident, but just unlucky. But that's sometimes what happens with the reverse grid. It can bring fun. It also can bring chaos. But we know what Scotty's like. He's got the pace. He'll bounce back and he'll push on.
He will. I was just noticing with the SR10 and the SR8. The SR8s, I'm sure, have seemed like they've got a lot more corner exit speed, it seems.
Yeah, I think it's because there's not a lot of the power difference in the cars. We see a nice pass there and the inside there. I think that the difference is the power. So getting on the throttle is a lot easier with the 8 compared to the 10.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of difference in the speed in the straight line. As soon as you can get that turbocharger going, whonk, whonk, it's away she goes. Look at Scotty.
Yeah, as soon as it starts running. Whoa, look at us. Put the Scotty Rankin, Rattlegun Rankin, putting pressure on our round sponsors tonight. Come on. He
gets the job done.
That's
Scotty, both Scotties go past. A good move there, but Scott Rankin is down 5 spots, and we do think he will be serving a drive-through penalty for his earlier contact. But nonetheless, a good move, and he's still putting the pressure on his other Scotty brother. So it's on.
Yeah,
and Scotty Cannell, his car doesn't look too much damaged. So as we do hear over the radio now, the drive-through penalty for Scott Rankin has been awarded. So he'll be serving that the next time by.
Oh, ouch. I'm sure they won't get the rattle gun out while he's in pits serving his penalty, but we'll see, shall we?
That's right. He'll be saying, nah, I'm all good. I'm driving past. Throw me a coffee on the way past or something.
Yeah, exactly right.
But you see this mid-pack here for the back end of the top 10. It's quite bunched. And then we look at the top 4, and there's like 2 seconds with them. It's just a great battle. And Scotty makes another pass, but that was around the outside as we see the other Scotty now into pit lane for his drive-through.
Wow. Here we go. Scotty Callahan on the push already. Again, after that moment. But Up one more spot. He's going to have some bit more trouble. Oh, we got Leon Williams off on turn 1 there. Very easy to go off there as it kind of negative cambers and it goes downhill. So
yeah, as we saw Cowie make that mistake in the race 1, but Cowie's our biggest mover and shaker of the race at the moment. He's up 8 spots in the P6.
Oh, come on. What a push on. I think maybe the first race is just a bit of a warm-up with it for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Serious pace. Just avoiding the tank slappers this time.
Yeah, let's see if he can bring it home in the... So we see the race controllers or a water drive-through penalty for car 55. So that'd be Bruce White making he'll be going through the pit lane. He's sitting in P5 at the moment. So Blake Delaney's defending hard from these. Look at the train of cars he's got behind him. But watch that turbo kick in and it just goes, nope, you're not passing me.
Oh, it's so evident, isn't it?
Oh, they get down the inside though. Let's see how he goes on the straight.
It's almost like the turbo just kicks in at the start of at the end of the straight, and by the time he's
Yeah, he couldn't get it done. The car in front defense, but he's ran a wide. Is he going to get off the track? No. The green grassy stuff on the side keeps him on the track.
The old grass creek.
Yeah, the grass creek.
So this is Grasscrete, as Greg Johnson said before. It's Grasscrete, and on the other part of the corner, ahead, we've actually got AstroTurf on that spot. So there is 2 different things. There's Grasscrete and AstroTurf. So we weren't wrong in saying AstroTurf in the first place.
Well, I was just talking about the AstroTurf. I didn't know about the other stuff.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Turn 3 is Grasscrete. Yeah, the others are actually AstroTurf. Cool.
But it's good to see these guys, you know, even though he's got the 10, he's like, nah, I'm holding this position, and he's just trying to close that gap down to Cam out front.
Yeah. I have massive elbows.
and you know what's good about this battle? This is going to really bring Scotty back into it, because he's only a couple of seconds down the road. I think he's, I can't see on my timing at the moment how far he's off
He's
the lead,
7th at the moment, so he's 7th at the moment, and he's right behind
8 seconds
Cowie,
off the lead. He's there or thereabouts, and as we see Delaney straight line again, keeps him that position in P2.
And he is dropping. He just cut a second and a half off that last lap, Scotty Callahan.
I spoke too soon. He doesn't have P2. So Delaney is actually struggling in the braking zone by the looks of it, and these 8s are just... Oh, as you see Delaney going.
And we know these SR10s like to understeer into the corner and oversteer out of the corner, as we just saw. So, bit of commentator's curse there as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need to stop talking about drivers like this, because every time I mention something, they go spinning. But now Cowie's got the fishy car in front of him. Nothing like a performance sim racing car and a fishy car on track. They just seem to find each other. So let's see how Cowie can go before he gets attacked by Scotty behind. The pressure's on.
Definitely. I think Scotty's absolutely pushing. He's cut so much out of that gap. That is insane.
Yep, and I feel like as well when Scotty's in a mode like this, he really wants to push, and he makes those passes quite well. So.
Oh, most definitely. He's very, very good to watch, isn't he? Very smooth in his overtakes as well. And I've got a feeling he kind of likes to be the underdog sometimes as well.
Oh, yes. We see the fishy car make a little mistake, and Cowie's now going around the outside, and he's going to get the job done. But Scotty, what's he going to do? Have a look? No, he holds off now, but I reckon Scotty's going to have a look into turn 1, because he's already shaping, putting his car there to have a go. And I think Cowie won't have much of an argument with this one. He'll probably let him go. And he does.
He'd be like a podium, he'd be like, Monica!
But Cowie held around the outside there quite nicely to Scotty, so he didn't say, no, mate. You know, he's trying to hold his pace, because he is trying to have a battle here with Blake. And Blake's now put back into 6th, and the Cowie's up the 5th. So Cowie's up 9 spots. So a really nice drive from Cowie at the moment. So good stuff, mate. Your average sim racer.
Yeah, not so average. He's doing very, very well, and he's just he's trying to keep on the back of Scotty Callahan here, just to keep on his draft. But it doesn't seem like Scotty Callahan's ever having any bar of it. To be honest, he is pushing. I reckon Scotty might be up here fighting with these front guys pretty soon. We saw.
I want to see the lap times he's doing compared to the leaders. So, because I think he's going to be on it now. He's got a little bit of clean air, and that pace should definitely start to drop for him. Because
so he's only 0.08 of a second slower than Cameron Edwards, on last lap. So and
Yeah,
Cameron
he's got
Edmonds in the lead.
7 seconds to go, and those guys up the front, as we see here, are in a 3-car battle. And my job would be getting to the front of this battle and keeping the 2 behind me, because you know when you've got a fast car pushing, so you see Delaney now take the pit lane. So these guys might have to take a pit stop. So Delaney's opted to go to the pit lane.
Oh, we got fastest lap there by David Unger with a 1:17.25. Absolutely insane. So he's pushing for race pace at the moment. So we'll probably see some 16s as we saw last race as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and he's going to push hard, and you know these guys, as soon as that fuel number starts to drop, that tyre starts to switch on as well, and those times start to line up. But these guys up here, you know, with Scotty in their mirror, they need to either pass, get the job done and make the gap, or work together.
100%. Doesn't look like they're doing much working together at the moment.
I hope they just keep battling, because it's, you know, more things for us to talk about. So this is great racing, so keep it up.
100%. I agree, mate. I agree. Alex John having another great run as well. He's got some serious pace in his car. Definitely one to watch. He held off Scotty Rankin in the last race very, very well. So he's done well to do that. So
Scotty's gone purple.
Oh, Scotty Callahan on the purples. Here we go.
He done a 17.0 then, so he's on it. He's pushing.
We did see him do his fastest lap from last race was a 1:16.94. So, well, I'm sure we'll see him get into the 16s once again once he gets into some clean air.
He's closed that gap down to 6.1 seconds, so he's on a charge. And as I say that, he's actually got it down to 6 seconds. So he knows what he's doing out there. He's eyes, balls are forward, and he's going.
Oh yeah, he is. And he's got some clean air too. Ears are pinned back.
I hope he gets them, because that's just going to be awesome racing. He's got, what, 14 odd laps to go, so there's plenty of time.
Cameron just trying to do his best to put his elbows out here, but it seems that Alex definitely got him under brakes. Oh, what a wobble! Oh,
I don't know
that
whether
could have been a lot
behind.
worse.
What's going on with the car behind? Is there contact?
Oh, it must
the
have
car
been.
behind?
Where
is he?
What's Cutter had? Oh, is he
no!
spun to try and avoid it? Has he?
We'll definitely get a DSL action replay of that one, because that went from amazing, and then all of a sudden we've got one car.
Wow, wait, that's craziness. So is he just braked to keep out of it, or?
I think he's gone off the track to avoid the
No,
car.
he has.
There is contact.
there.
Just a little bit of contact on the exit, so he's gone in.
Oh,
the
so
curb.
He's just that.
He's just unlucky.
Wow.
And
Just
that goes
tail
to
wiggles just hit him, isn't it?
it goes with I said before, you got to work together as a team, or you're going to have a little bit of an accident. But hey, these guys are out here to win. They're not out here to you know, make friends and push. They want to get the W and bring it home. So you know, a simple mistake might have cost him there, but it's just Michael was just unlucky.
Just whoop, whoop. And it didn't even look like Alex would have even. I don't even think Alex would have even noticed it that much.
No, because we didn't notice it on board, did we? No.
And then he would have just got a 4X and gone like, oh, what happened? You know?
Looked in his mirror and seen there was no car in his mirror. So that's really brought Scotty up into the podium spot. So Scotty's on the charge.
Most definitely. So we'll see whether there's a drive-through penalty or not for that one.
And Cowie's up to P4 now. So Cowie, again, the secret assassin, are benefiting from a couple of guys' mistakes. He's up 10 spots, and he's keeping pretty good times. He's done an 18.6 last lap, so he's just chilling by himself.
Yep, loving that clean air in his radicals. As we know, these radicals are much easier to drive when you've got a bit of clean air, so which is nice.
That's right, and you got no pressure from behind you. Just can go on your Sunday drive, use all that grass stuff on the exit, and off you go.
Yeah, as long as you don't get complacent. It's always easy to get complacent when you're sitting by yourself, but I won't say any more. I don't want to curse anybody.
This is David Unger and Scotty Rankin. Rattlegun is having a battle for P9 at the moment. Scotty's in P9, and David's chasing him down. So David's on the charge, setting some good sectors, and probably sitting in the right position for that draft.
Most definitely. We saw both of these boys have had to go into the pits. Scotty Rankin for that drive-through penalty, and Dave Ungo with that false start as well. So, hence why these very, very skilled quick drivers are sitting towards the back of the pack at the moment, guys. If you've just joined us.
I just want to note as well, a bit unfortunate, Blake Delaney, he might be out of this race. He's still in the pit lane and he's now gone 4 laps down. So we'll try and figure out what's happened to Blake out there for the fishy land. But yeah, he's still in pit lane.
Maybe it just wasn't gelling with that car for this race, for this track, you know, who knows?
Well, on the positive side, he's still going to bring home a W with the BB only 10 out there. So maybe he's just gone, yeah, I'm going to win anyway. We're all good.
Yeah.
But that was his little moment early in the race. That was on lap 6 where he spun it up and cooked those tyres and, you know, was under. I think he ended up pitting at the end of this lap as well, as we saw live. So, yeah, he's still got his lights flashing. So he might have just been retiring, saving the engine for another race. But I don't think anybody told him there isn't a race after this one, unless he's going to do the Porsches. So. But that's a reminder, guys, don't forget, we do have the Porsches up next after this race. So if you're out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, Twitch land, wherever you are, don't forget to say good day. And we thank you for joining us on SRW and watching these awesome cars go around on track.
Definitely. We've seen some great racing tonight. Some close battles at the start. This second race seems to have... really changed things up a bit though. We've seen some not so many battles as we thought we would.
That was intense at the start, and again we've come into that settled bit of the race, that mid part where it's just relaxed as you see Scotty mowing the lawn.
We've given Dave Unger there a spot to overtake him here.
Yeah, he did the right thing there. He was a bit slow and just said, yeah, I'm not going to push you, I'm just going to give you that spot.
Very, very smart. And you can see there's a bit of damage on the front of Dave Unger's car as well, so he might want to stay out of the spot.
This is the battle now for 6th position on track, and Michael's just sitting behind, and he's got a charge. It's a 3-way battle here, so, and that's giving the cars in front a nice little breather, but as well up in the lead, the gap's closing, but we'll keep an eye on this battle for now.
Oh, look at this. Bruce White there behind Michael Cuttajar, trying to just stay on the pace here and see whether he can try and make a move. It seems Michael's a bit down in pace because he does have a bit of damage on the front of that car. So
yeah, his last lap was his he did an 18.38, sorry, and he's just sitting. He's in a sandwich at the moment, so he's just got to really try and clear the car and try and catch up to the guys in front. Again, we're not sure if these boys have to pit or not, so it'll be quite interesting to see how their fuel numbers are going to go. As we see car go around the outside. Does he hold on? There's a lot of run off there. He gets the job done, I think.
Yeah,
I don't see any said. Yeah, there we go. Great pass. But he locks it up. Move. He opens the door again, but nope. Oh, that drive is great there. Well done.
That was great. These guys having a great battle. As soon as I said, we haven't seen many battles in this mid part of the race, but then as soon as I said that, everyone starts battling. Good on you, boys. Thank you.
That's right. It lights up, and then the battle for P1 is now, that gap is down under 0.5 of a second, and now it's really closing up. So,
YouTube chat, we have grovel there from John C and Ethan Allen. No pit for SR8. Oh,
no pit. Oh, well, that's excellent then. So, as we see a car off in the front, there's a bit of smoke.
Big moment. Is that Bradley Hudson again? Bruce White. Was it? No, it wasn't. No, sorry. Apologies. Bradley Hudson. I did get it right the first time. Good. Bradley Hudson there with a bit of a moment. As you see,
just see this. Whoa, look at that. They're right on his tail now. He's going to make the move into turn, the last final corner here. No,
Bruce just wants to get Tim out of the way in front of him, I think, because he's.
Oh, the bottom of the lead though. 1/10 of a second as we cross over. This is on now.
Woohoo! Here we go. Cameron Edwards and Alex John still having a fat battle up at the front here, pushing hard.
Yeah, I think one car's under pressure. You know, if you use those tyres early in that, but look who's in the background. Here comes Scotty.
Scotty
Callahan's on the push.
With that Wash Me car there, just absolutely pushing hard at the back there.
And that's a job done there. Great pass. And now the pressure is now going to be flipped again to to see how far he can push away before Scotty gets on the back of him. So, you know, Scotty had a poor start to the race. He had a spin early, and he shook it off. And as we said, he'd push on and really try and catch the leaders, and that's what he's done.
He loves being an underdog. He loves coming from the back now anyway.
Battle. Position 5-car battle for 6th. I think this is on track. So this is on.
Come on, push on, boys.
It's Scotty Rattlegun Rankin's on the back of it, so we know what he's going to do. He's going to start pushing these tyres out of the way, and as we see the car in front go off, who's that? It's Kelly.
Oh, it's Kelly. Oh,
that must have been a big moment for Kelly, because Kelly had a really big gap there, so he's made a simple mistake, and he was in a prime position for P4, and he's made a mistake, and he's got behind behind Scotty, his co-commentator from last night, so maybe he missed him and wanted to say g'day.
Yeah. There you go, mate. Oh, mate. Wow, so much action tonight.
All around the outside. Is he going to keep it on the track? Oh, he does. He gets a little bit squirrely, but use that. Or the road there.
Great picture of the grass creek there. Dave Unger still trying to hold off. Oh, it's definitely him. Scotty Rankin still pushing on the back of Dave Unger here. Dave Unger making that pass. Scotty Rankin just trying to stay on the back here and use Dave Unger's experience in his cars to his advantage, hopefully with the slipstream. But Scotty Rankin's definitely not letting him have it, is he? He's definitely pushing hard as he can, showing the nose a bit, trying to tell Dave that I'm coming, mate.
Cowie's actually got damage too, so he didn't just have more than an off. He must have scraped the walls, so he's had a big moment there. The right side of his car is all smashed up, so a bit unfortunate for Cowie. He's having a good drive there. He's up 10, 13, 12 spots, I think he was.
Yeah.
So.
Ouch. Yeah, it didn't say he's had a... Wow. So he must have clipped the wall when he's gone off, maybe. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, it's definitely a hard track to keep these cars around.
With this battle pack as well, these guys are going to make the choice. Do we go for the pass? Because that pass could also turn into someone behind you making a pass, or do you defend and you lose the car in front? So it's a very interesting battle. It's good to see these guys within, you know, a second of each other, 4 or 5 cars, and they're pushing on, and the respect out there is it's really good here in SRW. Good to see. Oh,
most definitely, isn't it? Yeah, it's always very respectful racing, and which is quite cool. You know, it is racing, so things happen in racing, so that's hence why we've got race control, etc., etc. So, but in general, we just get, you know, we get some epic moves and some epic driving from a lot of really skilled drivers. And the lucky 88 car there.
And some of the drivers make those simple mistakes, like we all do, and it costs them, as we see the mistake right in front, and David Unger uses it. It goes around the outside. Job done.
Oh, beautiful move on Michael Cuttajar there. Look at how banged up that front splitter is on Michael Cuttajar's car. Yeah. And as we know, these SR8s, the only downforce they have is that unadjustable front splitter and the dual wing rear splitter, rear wing, which is adjustable. So once you break that, get a bit of damage on that front splitter, as you can see, nowhere near as much control or speed in the exit of corners, it seems.
Yeah, and sometimes if you get a little bit of damage on that, because it's a thing that can't be adjusted, as you said, you actually do take a meatball flay because it's a lot of damage. So it's a hit and miss, literally, with that kind of car. As you see Scotty go for a pass around the outside.
Oh, pushing hard. Scotty wants that spot back.
Yeah, job done. So he's pushing on too. So good to see the pace coming back to some of these drivers in the mid stage of this race.
Yeah, and Scotty Rankin will be back up into where he started if he gets the move done on Dave Unger here as well. So Dave Unger still pushing hard. Look at him
now. He's having a go now. He's right on the back of him already, and he's pushing and says, "Nope, I want that position." And he's again harassing the tail of David.
And I'm sure Scotty Rankin's loving the first part of this track, all being left-hand corners. Sorry. Right-hand corners. As we come down to this hairpin, is he going to be able to make this move happen?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
on the
nose
inside.
down, but he's going to have the outside for the next corner. That's
Boy,
right.
Dave Unger puts the elbows out just on the entry to
He
that
does the
corner.
crisscross.
Oh, what a move there from Scotty Rankin. Dave Unger slipping down there into 7th spot with Scotty Rankin making that move back up into his starting position, which is of 6th spot. So great drive for him to get back up to where he was in starting position after that drive-through penalty there.
Yeah, he's having a good race as well. Both the Scotties are having a great comeback drives after little mistakes that cost them a lot. They're coming back strong and hard as we see Scotty at the front as well, only 7 tenths behind the car in front of Cameron Edwards. So they're running out of time. There's only 5 minutes exactly now to go and 5 laps. Are we going to go the full distance or are we going to go 1 lap short? It's going to be intense. It's going to be close.
It's going to be crazy, yeah. It's going to be insane as well. I would not like to be in Bruce White's position right now because I'm sure he would be clenching quite a bit right now because with Scotty Rankin and Dave Unger behind these guys, I know you got Timothy Schmellenberg with a great drive up 8 positions. Had a bit of a mixed race last race, but great race this race. So he's doing a very good job. Bruce White holding them all off. But as you can see, this gap and Scotty Rankin's still on the push and they're all in the train. So I don't know. Do you reckon Scotty's going to be able to make it past Tim and then not past Bruce maybe?
It's going to be depending on how and where he takes that pass. He's definitely got the rear grip because you can see him getting the great drive out of the corner again, and he's just got to pick where he goes. He's going right, he was going left, but he's chosen the inside. He's going to get the job done here. He definitely does.
Wow,
and that's another spot up to P5. Scotty on the charge.
Absolutely skillful passing too.
He gets contact in the rear.
Yeah, contact there from wow. Wow, Timothy Schmellenberg. Was that Timothy that's come in contact with Scotty there? Yeah. Oh, on the inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll get the DSL action replay. Radagon Raken. Up. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because we'll run them, but we
that's
didn't see it
race
coming
control, I
either.
think.
That's right. Scotty's just contacted the back and again. Whew.
Yeah, we've got quite a few comments in our in the chat as well. It's that the Pommers use it on a lot of their tracks about the grasscrete. Snetterton has it as well. Okay. And ZK1WY. Paul. Oh, that's Paul. Okay, that's Paul Gerlin. Racing with your... That's not Paul. Just Paul. Okay, sorry. I apologise. Racing with your boys. Just downloaded mobile F1 racing game called Mono Posto, which was on Apple device 2 years and finally comes on Android. I need to say that is really the best game. Nice.
Well, lucky this isn't a game. I think this one's a simulator, isn't it?
It is, most definitely. You can't say the G word around here. Most definitely. Too much grass and not enough creep for Unger on turn 3, Greg Johnston says. Lol. Yeah, true.
Well, we're looking at Dave Unger right now with his eyes, forward on that Pepsi car, trying to get the all the pressure on. He's right on board, and he's going to really try to sit behind and get the draft. As we hear over the race control now, a drive-through penalty for car 88.
That would be Timothy Schmellenberg there in the car 88 car. They're coming in contact. Didn't seem like enough race room was left for Scotty Rankin there, but that's not my decision to make. So great little battle here with Bruce White and Dave Unger, but Dave Unger making it happen. Surprising that Scotty Callahan hasn't caught these other two boys and at least overtaken one of them by now. I thought
That's
he might
right.
have been
I think he's probably chewed a lot of his tyres as well. He's made a mistake. I'm not sorry, he didn't make a mistake. He got contact early and he had that spin, so his tyres would have been really hurting. And now he's got to, again, use his time to get past. We got a minute and a half to go, and we're definitely going to go time certain. We're not going to go the full race distance.
No.
And let's see how Scotty can attack. He has got a little bit of damage to the front, but that shouldn't really affect him on a track that's so short.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like heavy damage, so he should be good. Oh, he's pushing on. I wouldn't like big Cameron Edwards right now, knowing that Scotty Callahan's behind me. The Pink Terror, we should call his car, I reckon.
Pink Terra, but it's not pink. I only see heaps of dirt on it because it says wash me. That's all I can make out in the rear. But I think P3 is his favourite position at the moment because I think the last 2 races he's been in, he's finished 3rd, hasn't he?
He has, yes, he has.
So maybe he wants to make it, you know, a triplet 3 set. So we'll see what he does. He's the gap out in front is really full. So I think we might even see a white flag come out this time by. It'll be quite interesting to see who's going to bring home the chocolates and who's going to be our round winner as well. So
exactly right. Alex John with a great drive this time out. Absolutely. You know, just keeping a level head about him and just pushing that gap out as much as he can.
Creating that's right, he's maintaining that gap. He got past. Oh no, this is the checkered flag. We're already on the white flag. Sorry, guys.
We are.
We did go time certain. And that is the checkered flag. So Scotty G will be coming home in P3 again. So a race winner, Alex John. Well done.
Well done. Well done, mate. What a race, mate. What an absolute race there. He's just really pushed it. He's been consistent, really calm. Kept his head about himself.
He started 7th as well, and he stayed out of the drama, and he got the jobs done early, and he made a great pass there, and he's just controlled that gap, and same with Cam as well. He's just had he had to surrender the lead there, which was a bit unfortunate, but he stayed there, and he kept P2 because Scotty was behind, so a great drive as well.
And Bruce White, another standout. He's up 7 positions. He finished in 5th there. And he had a great drive, a bit more of a better showing than his first one, and a bit more of a better showing of what we saw in the first couple of rounds.
And Cowie as well, he was up a good spot there. He ended up finishing 11th and a lap down. So a bit unfortunate for our average sim racer. Made a few mistakes, and he's come home in 11th. And not the result he would want at all.
But still, if you're up 3 spots from your starting position, you can still take a bit of consolation prize back home with you, can't you?
Yeah, as we see these guys returning to pit lane and Scotty staying on track, probably going to do a skid, or he's just going to do another lap because he feels like it.
Yeah. He's just, yeah, where did I go wrong? Here we go. Oh, fat skid. Oh, drift it, bro. Yeah. Do some lawnies, cuzzy. Oh, that'd be Sandy's, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah, some Sandy's.
Yeah. The Scotty Callahan with a round winner for tonight in 3rd place in our last race. We'll start to bring some of these guys down to the. I'll go over the finishing results. Well, Tyson, if you'd like to grab the guys and bring them down.
That's right. I'll jump on that.
Cool. So, Mr. Alex John with a great race, holding them off in first position for our feature race. A reverse grid it was as well. Cameron Edwards in 2nd, holding off Scotty Callahan with that earlier spin in the race there, but getting the 3rd position on the grid for the 2nd race has wrapped him up the round win. So it's a great drive from him. Dave Unger with a great pushback through the field once again. Back to his starting position. He started in 4th, had a bit of a false start. Might have a bit of problems in getting his car into gear, I think, but it looks like that. Bruce White in 5th. Great drive from him up into 5th. Great showing from him. So he's definitely one to watch throughout this series. I think Bruce White, he'll be one that we might be most improved by the end of the season, maybe. Who knows? Scotty Rankin in 6th place. We've got Bradley Hudson in 7th place. Michael Cuttajar in 8th place, along with Timothy Schmellenberg in 9th, and Nick Schmellenberg, his brother, wrapping up the top 10 there. Number 11th, in 11th place there is Andrew Cowan, up 3 positions for his starting position. But he was having a great one earlier in 4th position and made a tiny little mistake. And we know that tiny mistakes go a long way on Brands Hatch. Nathan Verney Leon Williams in 12th. Nathan Verney in 13th, Blake Delaney in 14th, Jackson Callow in 15th, and thank you very much, Stephen McCartan, for race control and driving our safety car tonight that you didn't need to drive.
Right, a safety car wasn't needed tonight. You thought there was going to be 3, I thought there was going to be 1, so I guess we're both wrong.
Yeah, I thought there was at least going to be some on that reverse grid, but I think we've just got enough runoff on that track, eh?
That's right. There was plenty of runoff, but in that midsection of the circuit, we could have seen a lot of chaotic action there. But it was a good race nonetheless. Saw a few mistakes, but apart from that, it was good. So I think we bring our race winner in first, and then we might leave Scotty to last since he's overall winner of the round as well. So
Fantastic. So I might leave it to you then, Tyson. There you go. Interviews.
Well, Alex, congratulations, mate. Nice victory there. You started 7th in the feature race, 13th in the first race, and you finished 4th. So, not a bad result for you tonight, mate.
Yeah, that was really good. That the Brands Hatch, I don't really go much on Brands Hatch, but that car and that track really lent itself to some really good racing. So, yeah, it was really, really good fun.
Yeah, it was very, very consistent from you, mate. That second race with reverse grid. How did you find the reverse grid? You went up 7 spots. Was it 6 spots? Sorry. Was it hard to get through the pack there, or?
I think the first lap you'll always get a couple of lucky ones, so that happens. But then the final couple of spots battling there, it was really, really hard because it's a really good track, sort of on the limit sort of track for the car, but the braking zones are, apart from the hairpin at turn 2, there's not really any heavy braking zones. It's all sort of very feather on the brake and let the car do its thing. So you sort of got to set yourself up for a pass. It isn't easy. Yeah, but it was really good fun to do that though, and just try and capitalize on mistakes and try not to make any mistakes yourself.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As we see, the little mistake goes a very long way in this track, doesn't it? Cause you a lot of trouble and a little mistake on Brands Hatch.
Yeah, it does. And like the first race I had with Scott for P4, I think it was, I was like, I held him up for about 10 laps and I was like, oh, this is great. And then I made a mistake and I bet he was like, finally. And then like half a lap later, he made another mistake and I was like, yes, I'm back at him. Yeah, it was really good.
I ended up dropping out there for a second. My sound died. But yes, it was I enjoyed watching it, and that intense battle at the front there was awesome to see. As you said, you were hoping for the mistake from him, and then this mistake from you would have been cheering. But well done and a great win for that feature race, mate.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Is there any of your sponsors you want to give a quick shout out while we got you?
Just shout out again to Top Split TV, the Skippy's off on a Sunday night, 9:15. If you like Skippies, be there.
Oh, excellent. And that's our race winner for the feature race. I'll grab our second place in right now. And Toddy, I'll leave this one with you.
Fantastic. Sounds good. Mr. Cameron Edwards, how are you, fine sir?
I am sweating a lot.
I bet you were.
After
How did you find that last race?
Mate, last race was a lot better than the feature race, the first race, that's for sure. That last race, going with Delaney for a couple of laps there was just insane and really good fun. I had no pace to Alex and Scott, who were behind me. In all honesty, I only jumped in half an hour before the session and cut some laps to figure out if I could at least get midfield. But, mate, I just kept it clean for the most part. And, just had a bit of a ding-dong battle there with Alex. And I made a mistake. I just let him through because I was like, there's no point in holding him up now. Like, he's already caught me at least twice now. So, sort of gave him enough room, just tried to follow and learn a bit off him. But, mate, that was high pressure stuff. That was really good fun.
That was pretty intense, that last kind of 3 laps for you. I was like, I wouldn't like to be in Cameron Edwards' position right now. Scotty is absolutely on the hunt.
Mate, he was hunting pretty hard in those last 10 laps or so. I just thought, he's just sizing me up just for me, just for me to have a mistake and all that sort of stuff. And almost worked a couple of times, to be honest. But yeah, kept it, and hey, we're P2, so pretty happy with that.
Well done, mate. Well done. And who would you like to shout out tonight, mate?
Alrighty, so we have the boys and lads at Send It Sim Sports, Precision Performance Shop, ProServe Finance, Sydney Computers, AJ Insurance Services, Transform Media, and Pixel Blocks.
Fantastic. Great drive tonight, Cam. So
Cheers, mate.
thank you very much. And we'll see you next week, I'm sure. And
Sure will.
we'll bring down our race winner and our third place getter for our last race and our round winner for tonight, Scotty Callahan, and also our round sponsor too.
Race.
What a race, mate. Wow, how'd you find it?
I hate this track. I really hate this track.
Yeah, with the
And
passion.
whose idea was it to do a reverse grid round here?
So good.
Oh my
How
God.
good was it for the viewers out there? It was so awesome. I'm sure you'd agree, guys.
Oh, doing a reverse grid on a track that you can't overtake on is just a nightmare.
Yeah, fantastic, wasn't it?
But anyway, it's all a bit of fun. But God, sweating, that first race was great. Michael was pushing me, and I wasn't trying to go quick. I was just trying not to make a mistake.
Yeah,
Because
just try and stay
you
out of the
can't
trouble.
overtake here. And then I made a mistake, but he lost it on the last lap too.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate for him. That's so gutting on the last lap.
Was,
too, wasn't
yeah.
it?
But anyway, luckily we had enough gap to be clear of everyone else.
Yeah, most definitely. So great drive there from you, and great to see you with the round win. Who would you like to sponsors and stuff? Would you like to shout out tonight? We've shouted you out a bit tonight as well.
No,
for you.
just SRW, the whole league. I mean, it's just great. So, as you know, I don't have sponsors. I just like racing this car.
Love it.
And you're doing a good job of it, mate. And as we said before, you got they ended up with the round win. We had 2 races in that one, and you gathered the most points out of it. So congratulations for the round win too, mate. And
Oh, really?
as always, you put on a
I'll
great show.
take it.
You love your P3, but at least you got a P1 out of it.
Well,
somehow.
I should just aim to finish every race P3 and see how I go. Because
But-
I'm 3 for 3 so far, aren't I?
That is right. I said that in the race, and you're going for the triplets, and you got it. So congratulations, mate. Well done.
Yeah, pushing.
We'll see. Well, we're talking about the round. I'll throw a win in here and there.
Looking forward to it, mate. Well done.
Love
Righto,
it.
guys. Catch us
Thanks,
next week.
mate. Much love, brother.
Well, that's the end of the Radical races, guys. I'm going to head up to Racing Control, and Jamie Dyke will be coming down to, I think, join you in the com box. So I'm going to love yous and leave you, boys. Thanks again, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much, bro. See you soon.
Well done.
Fantastic. How are you, Mr. Jamie Dyke? Welcome,
Yeah, I'm pretty
welcome,
good,
fine sir.
Toddy. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Yeah. Great. So here we are tonight. We are at Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace, or as we like to call it, Interlagos. It's probably easier, to be honest. It is quite a cool track tonight, actually. Track temperature of 23 degrees, so we won't see much tyre wear, but we probably won't see these cars finding it hard to get some grip in these tyres, I think. And we've got 34% humidity, so really out there. It's only 23 degrees. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit hard on these tyres, hard to get temperature in them, and very hard to manage them around here. Welcome, everybody, to our round 3 of our Porsche GT3 Cup race, brought to you by Sim Racing World TV. Big shout out to our major sponsor, DSL Welding Services. Also, big shout out to our Promo Department, Safety Car, and our stream sponsor, Pagnian Imports. And Pagnian Advanced Simulations, if you'd like to call them that as well. I'm here tonight, myself, Chef Toddy Thorburn, and Jamie Dyke on comms, along with Nathan Shibby Howard on cameras tonight. Welcome, boys. How are we?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm very good, mate. Very, very good.
Tell you
The
what,
first race for the SR8s, SR10s was some serious racing there. A few incidents and some real serious action. It was really fun, actually, around Brands Hatch. So that was very interesting, especially because the second race is reverse grid. We had your teammate, Mr. Delaney, in there as well. Seemed like he's having a bit of trouble in that SR10 around Brands Hatch, but we can't hold that against anybody, can we? It's not everyone's most favourite track.
Nah, definitely not. And he probably didn't do any practice either, knowing him. So,
Yeah, just jumped in, smashed it out.
I tell you what, this championship for the GT3s is looking pretty spicy. All the top contenders for every race that was spoken about. Hughes, Ireland, Barber, Richard Mayer, Mr. Consistencies running P4 in the championship. Scotty Rankin for RWs in P5 with Siren, Benny Siren P6. So it's still anyone's take. This is what, round 3, round 4?
Round 3, yeah. So then we got round 3, and we saw a few of these guys last year that did really, really well. Like Benjamin Siren actually finished the season in 3rd place there. So he's one to watch. I think he's had a bit of trouble in the current tracks, I think, lately, but he's still sitting there nicely in position. But yeah, sorry to cut in there. Sorry.
Very consistent. He's doing very well. As we now go on to 15-minute open qualifying. See
Fantastic.
who can get the toe. And actually a little bit tyre wear is going to be worsened due to cold temperatures, not improved.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's,
Okay. Because they're going to have to push harder to get him to temp.
Not
no?
really, because there's more grip available on the track. Being cold, you can lean on the tyre more.
Oh, I see.
It's got
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
grip. So when you do that, you're essentially using the tyre more, and it's a real trade-off. I actually prefer to run a hot track for that reason. I don't have to look after the tyres as much as just keep it on the track.
I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. So it's going to make for some very interesting tactics tonight then.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, track position is always key. People looking after the tyres early so they can push hard late in the race. Front tyres are going to die here tonight. We all know what Interlagos is like. And, yeah.
Especially these kind of dipping, kind of strange cambered, kind of curved corners, banked almost. Very, very hard on the tyres, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And Alex Court was the quickest in practice, so see what he can provide in quali here.
How many we got on track? We've got 24 cars on track for the Porsche GT3 Cups tonight, guys.
Car
Wow,
off turn 2. Well, that was lucky.
We'll see. See if these guys. There's quite a lot of runoff on this track, you'd say, wouldn't you? So probably won't see as many safety cars.
The chance of hitting a wall is near impossible unless someone T-bones you at turn 2 there coming down the hill. But it's usually you're not gonna touch a wall.
Yeah.
The blowing an engine though is very high.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. A lot of the main straight, the straight from turn 3 to turn 4. There's a lot of hard cut downshifting. So we got a few on purple. Harry Dodds is up there. Dylan Shepherd's up there on some good laps.
Oof, look at that. These guys are These guys are going to be pushing, and they're definitely a couple to watch.
Between the two of them, they hold quickest sectors for half the track at the moment.
Woohoo, purples! Yeah, that first and last sector for Harry Dodds, purples. So he's pushing definitely very, very hard now.
Dylan Shepherd go to P1. Richard Mayer P2, 8 minutes off. We've got Christopher Ireland has done a purple as he moves top spot.
He's definitely one to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, running P2,
Serious piece.
doing the championship, splitting the crisscross boys. He's definitely quick. Almost anything he drives, really.
It's true, actually. Yeah, some people just can jump into anything and drive it right. Drive it with some serious pace too. I'm sure it doesn't come without a lot of practice, but Mr. Greg Barber just trying to push hard there, and he's had a bit of a moment off into the grass, just trying to get himself back on track.
You can say what you want about Send It Sim Sports. They've got a really good dirt crew, really good supercar crew, and then they've got some drivers like Mr. Ireland who can, race anything.
Yeah, 100%. It's crazy. I'm always jealous of those guys. Fantastic. Mr. Steven Sinkovich with a great new looking livery there.
Stefan McCartan goes P3.
Oh, Stefan McCartan up into P3. Absolutely pushing. He stepped out of the safety car from last race into the Porsche and just smashing times already.
So much for starting from the back and having no practice, Stefan.
Yeah.
I won't listen to you in the race control room.
Just sandbagging, eh? Oh, we got Sam Muir. Yeah. Wow, wait, what a push. Chris Ireland back up into first place, just taking another 10th off the top of Sam Muir's time as well. Look at this. Tit for tat at the moment, eh, Jamie?
Yeah, definitely. Van Del's on an all personal best run. We got Harry and Shepherd on outlaps.
Yeah. And Mr. Van Del in that. Is that a new livery or is it just... I haven't noticed it before.
No, not a new livery. That's the livery he's been running for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Thought maybe...
And unfortunate running Scops. Yeah. Mr. Van Del, so he'll be looking to improve this week in all forms of motorsport.
Most definitely. Trying to push the ranking a bit. We thought we're on board with Scotty Rankin. Mr. Scotty Rankin in the SRW car there. Should have a great race. He had a great race last time. Some great battles. Watched him have some great battles on track for the Radicals. So I'm sure we'll see him in the thick of the battles for this one as well. Along with Dylan Shepherd. Great looking Bob Jane teammate.
Didn't improve position-wise that lap, but he did go purple, setting the best third sector out of the 5 timing we have.
Oh, so he's got it in him. He's got some tricks in his bag there. So we'll see how he gets onto it and how he pushes up through the pack here. Alex Court. We're definitely
time from him yet.
Oh, straight up at 8th. Wow. Hughesy.
Championship leader so far, Hughesy Hughes takes top spot.
By 1/100th of a second.
Oh, hold on to it. Hold on to it, Hughesy.
Is he going to spin it back around? Oh, look at that. Oh, we wanted to do the full 360. That would have been so good. Mr. Greg Barber up into 3rd place now. He's putting himself up into the podium qualifying position now. We know Greg Barber's fast. Sam Muir, who had first preliminary pole position before, is down into 4th position already.
Taking a wide line, so he might be going for another run. Did a purple first sector and second off the pace. Might have been warming up his tyres that lap.
Definitely gonna have to get some warmth in these tyres. Wow, so Callan Hodgkinson now in the just as I said his name as well. Wow, that's commentator curse pretty bad tonight. Sorry.
What happened, Mr. Drifter?
Wow, we're just showing off the old. As soon as I said Pool Masters, and he was like, "You want to see the logo, man?"
Everyone's got to remember they got to get heat for these tyres.
Oh, Greg Leakey. He was still running green sectors as well. Oh. Maybe there was an oil leak on the track there from Mr. Leak.
That would have been a good lap too. Personal best all round.
Would have been 2, wouldn't it? Oh. Stevens on a flyer here. He's pushing hard.
Personal best, sector 3 and 4 in the infield. Gained the most amount of time through there.
Can he pull it into another green for the last sector? Oh, he
has. I love that livery too.
Yeah, it's looking awesome, isn't it? I like how they've used the arch of the SRW around the front wheel arch. See that? Notice that? Quite cool.
He
Yeah.
doesn't improve, but he sets a pretty decent time in there.
Yeah, he's pushing hard. He's definitely. And Dean's gone up into 17th as well.
Improved, very nice, very good. Oh,
Wow,
Husey
way.
time.
Did you see that? Husey got the first fastest lap time as well by 100th of a second for 2 laps in a row over Chris Island again.
0.09 the official gap?
Wow, that's insane. Yeah. Bloody hell, that's just craziness, isn't it? How do these guys do it? Race get it so close every week. There's only ever a couple of hundredths separating. Normally hundredths or a couple of tenths separating our podium positions normally. So very close, very awesome racing from these guys. So great to see. Mr. Tonkin on the green sectors here. We've got a few shout outs in the chat as well, guys. We said Uncle Hutto said, "Come on, Tonkin, go JWM," and we've got Nick Schmellenberg also saying, "Go, let's go Tonkin for JWM." That Porsche livery looks ripper. It does look pretty cool. And then good luck, Harry Dodds from Mr. John Day as well. So thanks, guys.
Or has improved. P7 looking strong.
Yeah, he's definitely got more in it too. He's definitely got more in that car. Oh,
now
mate.
improved with a purple sector.
What a beautiful move from him. Beautiful drive there. What did he get? 33.5.
Jake Edwards just had
And we got top 10, Jamie. Is top 10's all in the 133s, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Very race.
Crazy.
Top 12 covered by 8 tenths.
It's insanity, isn't it? Just absolutely insanity. This is insane.
He's on three personal bests.
Oh, come on.
His previous personal best. He'll get up there. He'll improve. Taking a short line.
Holy
key. D17, very nice.
Oh.
He had Callan Hodgkinson behind him, who did not improve that lap.
Oof. Shepard's on 3 green sectors. Can he improve his time? He's currently on a 133.5, guys.
He's also taken the shortcut.
I always love that shortcut. Oh, yes, he has gone faster. Only very slightly. But he's definitely gotten faster. Only by under a tenth, but that's fine. Any gain's a good gain, isn't it?
Definitely.
We've got on the screen here. Richard Mayer, as you were saying, Mr. Consistency earlier. Great drive from him. We were seeing great drives from the first 2 rounds from him, and I'm sure we'll see another great drive from him in this in the juiced sponsored car there.
Yeah, currently P4 in the championship, doing very well. Didn't want to talk himself up a lot with his podium position last round, but no, he's doing amazing.
Yeah, it's always one of those ones that you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself by talking yourself up and stuff like that after a race, do you? So,
No, but you got to put a little bit of belief that you're there, because if you don't believe it, if you don't believe it, you're going to get nervous because you think there's people quicker around you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he makes silly mistakes then, right?
In Richard's position, he needs to think he's the cleanest driver out there, and even though if he thinks he's not the quickest, he's P4 in the championship. One wrong move by the Crisscross boys or Ireland, he could be right up there.
Oh, 100%. Yep, definitely. And you stay consistent, stay calm. That's the answer.
Oh, Shepard did a purple.
Oh!
Purple last sector. Very nice lap by Shepard.
That's nice. Another reverse curse, commentator's curse there. That's good.
Got here. Think,
Scotty doing. Oh, yep. Scotty's out on the track there.
Rankin,
Just Scotty Rankin just pulling back into pits there.
be Jake Edwards. He'll be, let's see if he shortcuts or he's starting a lap. He shortcuts, he's finishing a lap. He's only done one PB. Does not improve. 400's off.
Just give me 5 seconds. I'm just going to have a drink of water. 2 seconds.
Steffen's still P10 from someone that didn't think highly of himself. He's doing really well here.
Absolutely pushing on in that Whitey's Pie car. Whitey's Pies car. Apparently they're very good pies, so I'm going to have to try one apparently.
Oh, David Leslie almost got blocked here. Oh, Stephen runs little on the grass. He's done a PB in Sector 3. Will he improve?
Ooh,
Does not
David
improve.
Leslie. Oh, did not prove. Those first 2 sectors definitely cost him there a bit, didn't they?
Yep.
Stephen McCartan with a green sector, Sector 2, but 2 orange sectors, Sectors 1 and Sector 3, so we'll see how he finishes up this lap.
Hughesy's also done a PB Sector 3. He's the checkered flag, no more laps.
Easy with the... Whoa, look at that.
See who improves. Jake Edwards, he hasn't improved in any sector so far. He's probably given his teammate a little bit of a toe.
And
Crosses the line, 2 PBs. Has he improved? He doesn't take a position, but he does improve. Hughes 3/10 off his personal best.
I just can't believe in the qualifying. It's what 0.09 of a second between first and second here, guys, and
So
less than 8/10 between the top 10.
first, second, and third in qual is what it is in the championship standings. Hughes, Island, and Barber.
That makes it easy for us then, doesn't it?
Shepherd comes home in 4th for quali. Shepherd's done real good. So is Sam Murr. Where is Stephen McCartan ended up P10. Well done, Stephen.
Great improvement just to try and get the car in the groove, hey?
Yeah, definitely. Richard Mayer, P4 in the championship, will be starting out of 12th. Look for him as he tries to dodge some carnage. Mr. Consistency will come through the pack.
And here we go. I'll take us through our grid then. So number 1, and in first place we've got Adam Hughes by 1/10, 100th of a second, 9,000th of a second. Over Chris Island for qualifying for a pole there. Greg Barber in 3rd place, which is top 3 as you were just saying. Dylan Shepherd in 4th, Sam Muir in 5th, Sebastian Vondel in 6th, Harry Dodds in 7th. A great drive to get himself back up the field there a bit more. Alex Court there in 8th. Great last couple of laps there from him, along with Jet Murray. Hopefully he lives up to his name today and he's a bit of a jet. And we got Stephen McCartan wrapping out our top 10. Jake Edwards in 11th, Richard Mayer in 12th. And then we have Steve Tonkin from JWM in 13th, 14th Scotty Rankin, 15th Jace Douglas, 16th David Leslie, Greg Leake in 17th, Calvin Hodgson in 18th, Dean Sinkovich in 19th. Wrapping out our top 20 is Tom Knight, along with Stephen Sinkovich, Tyson McAvoy in 22nd there, 23rd is Dylan Thomas, and wrapping out our field is we got 24th, we got Nathan Allen, Dylan Thomas, Matthew Boylett, and Stephen Barros. So we have Tyson McAvoy and Dylan Thomas in our safety cars tonight for race control, guys.
That means Nathan Allen and Stephen did not set a lap in qualifying, nor did Matthew Boylett.
Interesting. And we are gridding up, guys, with about 15 seconds left to 5 red lights. Warming up these cars. All their engines are started. Hopefully we don't see any false starts or any hardware issues on the grid, as we saw with the SR10s and SR8s, the radicals, for the last race. So, yeah, hopefully we get some great start. Here we go. Coming up to the red lights now, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red lights. We're on the green. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Who's got a good start? We've got Adam Hughes out there in the front, just cutting off the nose of Chris Island there. Chris Island choosing to go onto the outside. Woo, what a start. These guys filing through turn 1. And we have, how many positions have we got down? Who's been the movers and shakers? Alex Court, Sebastian Van Dell, and Dylan Shepherd all up 1 position as each, along with Stefan McCartan up 2 spots for him. So Greg Barber's down 1 spot. Sam Muir, Harry Dodds, and Jet Oliver are all down a couple of positions. So this is very interesting. Woohoo!
It's still as Jet runs super wide there. It's still all too wide. Everyone's going to try and find where they're going to sit in for the opener of this. But now it's a good start by.
It's Doddsy off on the outside. Oh no!
Not sure what happened to him. I know a car behind him got a little tap, but
looked like it might have been a little bit of a chain reaction there. I think there might have been more than 2 cars involved there, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, there might have been something. Just picked up a little bit of chatter at Dodds calling in an incident, so he might as well have gotten a tap from behind.
Oh, wow. So we got action really early on in this race. We don't seem to have gotten a safety car from it. So any predictions on safety cars tonight, or do you think there's plenty of space, passing space on this track to be able to do things? Oh, Scotty Rankin there just getting a bit sideways at the back there in the SRW car.
Someone's really going to have to damage the car to require a safety car. There's a lot of runoff here. In between the last corner and turn 3, maybe turn 4. The car dies on track there. You might. Oh, Stefan McCartan had it spin. Tumbling down the timing table there.
Oh, Steven Sigovich is a bit of an off as well. So, everyone's having a bit of trouble at the start of this race here.
You really need a stranded car or 2 to require a safety car around here.
I see. So we're just going to see some full-on action then. Plenty of passing opportunities around here. I have, in officials around here sometimes, in the lower ranks, as experienced, people like to dive bomb you on these corners sometimes. So,
Barber's around.
Put the back end of that Porsche around the wrong way, hasn't he?
Yeah, not sure what happened to him. He was in 3rd. Barber. Yeah. He's now dropped down to 9th for the current 3rd in the championship. Now defending off Chris Island, who through there's never safe.
Battle on.
They're gonna have a drag race. They're gonna have a drag race to turn 1 here. Hughes and Island. And
Mr. Shepherd just pushing on.
Don't count Shepherd out. He'll want every part of this.
And Chris is like, I got nowhere to go here. Shit. Oh, here he goes. He's on the outside. He's happened to be able to defend him off, but is he going to be able to make it happen, Dylan? He's trying to get his crisscross made, eh?
Husey just pulled that up. He had the rears locked into 2. Lucky to hold on to the lead. This is a very angry back riding.
Yeah, definitely.
Vandell with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Wow. Already into the low 34s. This is going to be a stonker of a race, mate. Bob Jane T Matt car there. I'm loving that livery actually. Looks pretty cool. We've got Sam Muir there and Alex Court there. Alex Court's just made a move on Sam Muir. Beautiful move there. And Jake Edwards around the outside as well. Down on into the inside. Is he going to be able to make it stick here? He's going to be on the outside for the next corner. He's not going to be able to make the stick.
You never want to be there. If you go for the inside in the previous corner, you always want to get ahead for that one.
Yeah, and especially on this track, you tend to get a bit of on the outside of the racing line as well, or towards the outside of the track. If you're out off the race line, you get quite a bit of debris on this track. So, as you can see, there's a lot of runoff. There's a lot of dirt and stuff on the sides of the track as well. So, we will see some sketchy things happening to people once they get a bit of tired tyres on them.
You see Richard Mayer is just behind this pack. Mr. Consistency is up 4.
Oh, look at this. And he's just happy being there, but look at it. He's just happy just being consistent, being nice and smooth. And we know smooth is fast. So.
Jake gets through. Very smart by Sam. Let him go.
Yeah, he knows Jake's got the pace and doesn't want to get in his way, but he definitely wants to stay in that slipstream, doesn't he?
As Stefan McCartan does fastest lap.
Oh, Stefan, come on. He's pushing. He does love these Porsches and he loves this track. So we're going to see some...
He's down 7, but he's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's another Scotty Callahan. Like, you'll see him cut through the pack quite a bit. So not sure if he'll be able to make it back onto the podium from here, but he'll definitely cut himself well back into the top 10, I'm sure.
Oh, Rankin's working the rear bumper of Douglas here.
Oh, look at this. Pressure.
Got the nose everywhere you can.
Just lathering it on. Like butter on toast right now.
The gap just disappeared for him. Takes a wide entry. Better run, better exit.
Woohoo! This is some great racing we're seeing, and it's great racing, staying really close together, isn't it? Tightly knit pack.
Jake Edwards gets a move on Court. Court's had a boo-boo.
He's had a bit of a moment on second last turn there. Oh, it's Scotty Rankin being able to profit off this too. Sam Muir. Oh, Alex Court down the inside of Jake Edwards now. Jake Edwards back on the inside line. Is he going to be able to make it stick, Alex Court? Oh, Sam Muir profiting from this again now. Oh, being very patient.
Jake really should shut the door on Alex there. He just gave him a free pass into the first sector there.
Oh, and Scotty Rankin on the hunt there too. Oh, mate. Gotta love having an SRW TV car breathing down your neck behind you, eh?
Barber's right in this as well, right behind Richard. As Barber's actually sent the fastest lap of the race now.
Wow, let's go. Mr. Greg Barber with a 1:34.09. Come on.
As we go back to the battle for the lead.
And Mr. Van Del's laying this on thick. He's putting the pressure on. He's definitely putting the pressure on. He's definitely not taking the foot off that bit of pressure as well. So it's good. It's a challenging one in these cars. This corner, I believe. It's just you got quite a bit of runoff on the outside of the track. You know, if you get a bit too wide on that exit, it's over pretty quick, isn't it, Jamie?
It's very misleading, that corner. You don't really want to hit that exit curb. But
and that interior curve as well, that apex curve as well. If you cut it a bit too fine, it kind of.
Shepard's looking on island.
Oh, down the inside, being very safe. These guys driving together in turn 1 though.
Pulls out of it. Opts for the better run through 2.
And Van Del's just happy sitting there. By the looks of it, he's like, "Nah, you boys just fight it out. I'm happy here. I'm happy here until maybe 5 laps to go, and then I'll make a push on you boys." But you never know.
Battle for Rankin and Douglas is still there.
Oh, still pushing on. Scotty Rankin up.
Oh, that is close.
Oh.
That is close from Douglas. There's a gap. He's got overlap.
Oh, Chris Island off on the outside. What's happened there? Has he just locked it up and just had to do that to avoid everything?
I think he's missed his brake marker, not realising that Douglas had the overlap. He had the right to a little space. And unfortunately, yeah, he's just let Shepard and Van Del through.
Yep. And here we go. Scotty Rankin on the move. On the move here. Is he going to be able to make this move stick on Tonkin here?
Keep an overlap. Keep an overlap. Very nice, Scott.
Oh, beautiful work, mate.
Nice. As Barber has also gotten past Richard Mayer.
Oh, and the move's on again.
Douglas isn't finished.
Woohoo! he's not letting him have it. Come on. You want to fight, sir? He's saying you want to fight, son. Let's go. Oh, what a drive from these two. Man, I think this is going to go on for the whole race by the look of this battle. We've got massive battles here, guys, across the whole grid. 1st to 13th at the moment. Very close racing still.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh!
I wouldn't be surprised if that was... Oh, he's redressing.
He's just
Well
redressing.
done.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah,
You know,
that was
he
very
knows he's
respectful
fucked
of
that
him.
up. Yep, well done, Douglas. Pinch the brake and nowhere to go. And he's gone, yeah, my bad. You can go through.
Yep. And it's
Barber-
given...
Barber's rounded up Edwards as well. He's on the charge.
Wow, that's pushing. And Jake Edwards was on such a push as well. So Jake Edwards coming up 3 spots, and Greg Barber just filing himself back through the field there. He's down 4 positions from his starting position of grid position of 3rd position when he started on the podium. But I'm sure he's got the pace to make it back up there. Wow, Callan Hodgkinson on the push too.
Something must have happened to Rankin and Douglas there.
Yeah, must have. Wonder what's
Hodgkinson
going
just
on.
got through. As we also see Nathan Allen has come up 6 spots from dead last without setting a qualifying time. He's improving.
Very well done from him.
Oh, it's still close at the lead. Shepard's going to have a look. He's going to dive. He's got the overlap. He's ahead into 1.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and the elbows come out straight away. Look at that. Beautiful move there. Beautiful move from Dylan Shepard there.
Arndell's
Oh,
right there as
Van
well.
Zel absolutely pushing now. Look at that.
Christopher Island has also caught up as well, 4 tenths behind.
So he's after that earlier bit of a moment, he's still on the push. He's got the pace back pretty quickly. Obviously didn't do too much damage in that lock up on his tyres, missing his braking point. So he did very well to keep it in there and keep it battling on this top pack.
I'm not really sure what the damage is going to be to his tyre until later in the race. But so far it's looking good. Oh, Shepard has a wiggle. Manages to drive it out very nicely though.
Oh, and Scotty Rankin back on the inside of Callan Hodgkinson.
I want my spot back, please.
Yep. Thank you very much. And defending well there, just doing well just to cut off the nose of Callan Hodgkinson. So Callan Hodgkinson couldn't make that retribution move back again.
This has brought Stefan into the fight.
Oh, he's pushing hard, isn't he? Here we go. Stephen McCartan back onto the back of Jason Douglas here. So Douglas under pressure. Oh, look at that. And we have...
Sam Muir trying to go for a move on court.
Oh, Sam Muir's still keeping in the battle here, isn't he? He's definitely put Poland on the pressure to Alex Court. Alex Court on the inside line.
Outside for 2. Keep an overlap. Well done, Sam.
Beautiful work, Sam. Oh, and it's given
Stay left, Sam. Defend it.
Defend it. Oh, we see
gonna go
he's
up
looking at
inside
Jake
here.
Edwards beside him as well, behind him as well.
Got to give racing room. Hawk gives plenty of it.
Beautiful driving from both of these guys. Very respectful. Just copped a bit of curb there, and it's just pushed Alex Court's car a touch wide into Sam Muir, but they've both survived it by the look of this. Just a bit of a racing incident there, so that's what we'll call it. But nobody's come off 2 second best, but Jake Edwards is definitely on the push now.
A little bit of door banging doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, Greg Barber. Wow, well, he's profited it, hasn't he? Whew.
Definitely gained. This pack is actually losing out. They're 5.5 seconds behind the front pack with all this battling going on.
And Richard Mann just missed the consistency. Happy to be just to be there. You know, just falling off the back of this pack a little bit. But he's definitely one to watch towards the back end of this race when other people their tyres start falling off and then they start pushing things or making some questionable moves. Who knows?
Look at Stefan. Stefan's behind Scott. Scott is hustling Leslie like no tomorrow.
Absolutely pushing.
What's Stefan do? Stefan's trying to drive. He's in the draft. He's gaining. He's gaining. Wants to use the whole track. The only reason you move to the outside into one. Oh, it's there tight and slow. Gonna have an overlap on Leslie. As Leslie.
So much pressure.
Stefan's got a good run.
He does.
Got a good run. He's actually pulled it off. He's pulled off turn 3 around the outside there.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Good driving.
Along with Jace Douglas as well. Looks like he might be able to make this stick as well. If he can get this inside line for the next corner. No, he can't. He's pushed to the outside.
Yes, he has.
Oh,
Yep,
he has.
He got it. Well done. Oh,
and there's contact. David Leslie making contact there with Jason Douglas. Jason Douglas being spun around. Leave that one to race control.
Giving him his serve for his trouble.
Yeah. That's our instant payback, wasn't it? Oh! No! Bit of another spin there as well. With from Callan Hodgkinson. Yeah, so pressure's on for Callan now. He's just going to have to try and push himself back up through the ranks. But Dylan Shepherd up into first and is holding his position.
Did you see what Hughesy just did? That was he's fuel saving.
Oh, I see. I wonder.
Hughesy is letting Shepherd punch the air. He came off the throttle super early into one then, which he might have actually put himself under a bit too much pressure from Van Dell. Yeah, there's the clutch.
Yeah, he's clutching in. But it's a very smart move.
Save
him punch the air.
He's going to jump these boys in the stop. That's his plan.
Oh, yes, he is. Haha, I see. And then give himself a good, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10-second gap if he can pull this strat off.
Not sure on 10 seconds, but he'll definitely jump Shepherd doing this. I don't know if Van Dell's saving. But
interesting. Seems Chris Island might be saving a bit there at the back there too, taking the opportunity.
When you're fourth in the train, it's kind of hard not to save. You can't push too much. You got that much. You got a triple draft.
Yeah. Just have to be very mindful on your braking points, don't you? When you're on the back of such a train.
Yes, you'll be carrying an extra 20, 30 Ks down the straight. You want to be very aware of what your car is capable of.
Yeah, most definitely. Want to be braking probably 15 meters earlier, to be honest, really, eh?
As David Leslie gets a stop and hold penalty for multiple incidents on the previous lap.
Oof. Yeah, there was 2 spots there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's... I don't think it was intentional from him. It was just wrong place at wrong time. Couldn't anchor on the brakes quick enough. So, yeah. Mr. Van Dell up into 3rd place, holding this very, very nicely. Great little battle with these guys, and he's profited well because he's been quite patient. So, very, very well driven from him. Who we got further down the back of this field?
Van Dell's saving as well. I just heard his clutch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
They've all keyed on to it.
Yeah. Alex made it pretty obvious, didn't he? Adam made it. Hughesy made it pretty obvious,
Yeah.
when you let off that much gas into turn 1.
Yep. So now we know 2 of the 4 front runners are saving for their stop.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely saving. Trying to keep this pace. Does look like that maybe that front split is giving him a little bit of grief, but not too much that he's probably noticing it too much. But oh, he's got the run down here. Look at the power of that draft towards the end of the straight. Tell you what, if they had another 10 meters on this back straight, then you'd probably see a lot more moves down turn 1 still.
I didn't really hear Ireland saving that much. He's definitely lifting, coasting, but not clutching like the boys in front of him are.
He probably doesn't need to clutch. He probably just drive smooth and let off the gas a little bit earlier, and that's probably enough for him to save being in that train, right?
Nah, it's definitely a bigger advantage to use the clutch.
Okay.
You can save so much fuel doing it, to a point where if you ask Blake Delaney, he will turn the car off.
Huh? Really?
Yep. He'll turn the car off to save fuel.
Wow. Huh. That's crazy. He turns the car off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
In some cases, he will turn the car off to save fuel.
That's super risky. That takes some serious balls, man. That's insane.
And there's some top teams out there that are, in their words, scared of what he can do.
Yeah, I bet too. And scared of even trying it. I would be.
Oh, they all try it. It's something everyone wants to master, but it's super hard.
Yeah.
Or as Ireland is having a dig now.
Oh,
He's got
push on,
past
son.
Varndell's saving or has had an off. Either. Ireland's not waiting around anymore.
Yeah, he's
Tries to
not.
go
He's...
outside of one.
Oh, look at that. He is pushing hard now. He's definitely not saving. Hughes is definitely saving. As we can see, he's definitely not saving now, Mr. Ireland. He is on the hard push.
Yeah, he's awakened to what the boys in front of him are doing, and he said, "I'll have none of it."
Yeah, I'm having none of it.
That's a little questionable from Shepherd.
Mm.
You can't
The way
do
that
that.
he's defended
Yeah, you're not really allowed to move like
more
that.
than once, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave that up to race control.
Yeah,
But,
I'm glad I'm not race control. I say that every stream, I think, but glad I'm not that. Don't envy some of the decisions they have to make sometimes. So,
Pretty sure, going off memory, weaving is okay as long as there's a certain gap to the car behind. And these boys, there is no gap.
yeah, it's if you're under slipstream, isn't it? As you're under draft, you're only allowed to move once, right? Because essentially you're cutting their draft twice. Then so then they're losing, that 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, really.
Battle pack still continues. What are we? 1/3 of the way through the race.
Yep. Here we go.
Ireland has got a run. He's just
Got
sitting
some
there in the
serious
draft.
plays. Do you think he's going to try and make this move? I reckon he is. I don't think he's not wanting to be a saving at the moment.
Shepherd's defending. He's defending it now. Hughes still saving.
He is, but it seems like he's not saving quite as much now. He's put a bit more pace into that car, back into that car, I should say.
Yeah,
But,
this aggression from Ireland would have livened the boys behind him up. Because if he rounds Shepherd up, they want to stick in his draft. They don't want to lose him.
Oh, most definitely, because we all know, Chris. If you give Chris Ireland an inch, he's going to take a mile, mate, and he'll be shooting away off into the front pretty quickly if he gets the opportunity. And if anybody makes any little mistake, he'll be right there to pounce.
As all this fuel saving has actually, these front guys are actually slowing up to the cars behind them. Sam
look at that.
Only 3.5 seconds behind Varndell, and he's got a juicy pack with him.
He does.
Court, Barber, Edwards, Bear not too far behind.
That's a strong chase battle pack, isn't it? That's crazy.
McCartan's almost back up to where he started after that incident early.
Oh yeah, he's pushing. So who's our standouts for position places? Nathan Allen's up 8 positions from his starting position, so he's done very, very well to go all the way up there. We got Stephen Barra up 4 places, along with Callan Hodgkinson actually up 4 places, so he's done well. Had a bit of a couple of scraps there, but Greg Leakey, Callan Hodgkinson, just as I mentioned, him's had a bit of a moment by the look of it at the back of the pack there, so unfortunate for him. But what a beautiful move here from Stephen McCartan on the inside, down the inside of Steve Tonkin. Beautiful job from him. He's definitely not saving. He's pushing as hard as he can. And Mr. Consistency above him up in ninth position there. Still just plugging away, staying in the pack, staying in the slipstream on the back there. And as we see 10th and 11th coming up, we'll see how quick it takes them to get onto the back of Richard Mayer. But I think Richard's a bit too consistent. And he's got the advantage of just being slightly on the back of that battle pack. So he should be good for a little bit longer. 8-second gap he's got now, so there's 8-second gap there to Richard Mayer to the rest of the field there. So he has fallen back a little bit, but I'm sure he's one to watch. So once his pit strategies start coming to light, then we'll start seeing a lot more, won't we, Jamie?
Definitely. We've got Greg chasing Court down, Sam ahead. These guys are running pretty quick now.
Alex Court still on the hunt, back on, still on this in this kind of little bit of a battle pack with Sam Muir. They've been trading positions, haven't they, Alex Court and Sam Muir? I'm not sure whether they seem like they're working together a little bit, just in this mid part of the track, mid part of the race maybe, just to try and save a bit of fuel. Oh, Chris Island, aggressive, still on the aggression train. But Dylan Shepherd doing very, very well to defend him there, Jamie. Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up this top spot. I think he knows that Ireland's quick.
Oh! Just giving our Ireland like, yeah, make sure you give me some race room, mate. Oh, look at this. He's putting out all the elbows, isn't he?
Harry
Mr. Shepherd
Dodds
here.
moving up on Rankin.
Oh, on Rankin. Mr. Harry
Rankin's-
Dodds with that early accident on turn 1.
Yeah,
Turn
and
2.
Rankin's definitely going to argue this. He doesn't want to give it up.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's... Whoa.
They kept an overlap. Very good.
Oh, he's trying to park himself on the apex there, Scotty, and I'm not
You
sure
want
if
to
it
clear
worked
him?
out.
You want to clear him? He's cleared him
Oh,
very well.
Harry, beautiful work, mate. Oh, no, Scotty's coming back on him.
That's fine. He started ahead. He'll be on the inside for this sweeper. You don't want to be wide through there.
No, you definitely don't. Can't get the best run down through there. Who's going to benefit from this little bit of a push out of this exit out of the corner? Oh, they're both very solid through there. There's not much between them, is there? Oh, wow.
Varndell's done it on Husey.
What a move there. That
Yeah.
was...
Doesn't want to save anymore.
Varndell was waiting a few laps for that one as well by the look of it. And he was putting his nose in, showing his nose there a couple of previous laps too. Oh, we
Rankin.
still got...
Dodds has got Rankin again.
Yeah, Alex Court and Greg Barber are having a massive fat battle on track as well, guys. All the action going all at once. Oh, and it looks like Dylan's might be taking the gloves off here now and trying to... these Chris Island and Dylan Shepherd are still having this massive battle at the front here. Nathan Allen making this beautiful move on Greg Leake here. On Jace Douglas. And he is up. Currently 9 positions. Oh, curse of the commentator. So Jason Douglas has hit a bit of curb there, which has pushed the front of his car into the back of Nathan Allen there. Nathan Allen was up 9 positions. He's up currently up, still keeping those 9 positions up from his starting position, but now he's got a lot more pressure from Tom Knight on the back of him there. So here we go, Greg Barber. Oh, on the inside, he's going to be able to make a move.
As while this is going on, Sam Muir still taking time out of the leaders.
Oh, he's still pushing on. He's got some
Barber's
serious
gone
pace in the
round.
car.
Barber's into 6th.
Woof, woof. You don't want to let Greg Barber out of the cage. If you let him out of the cage, he's going to definitely push on, get back to this top pack, I'm sure. Wow, he's come up some serious spots, hasn't he?
These boys are gaining. Greg's already within draft of Sam, and Sam's hanging on to the front runners. So it's going to be all in all. And look how close they are. I mean, Ireland and Varndell are almost arguing with each other and who's going to take on Shepherd.
Yeah. They're like, no, I want to... I want to fight him. No, I want to fight him. And you can both have your turn.
I think Hughes is just going to let this happen. And he's, oh, triple draft. I'll save more fuel.
Yep, most definitely. It seems like Dylan's still letting off quite early, though.
He might be. His tyres might be starting to go. You know, he's pushing the air. He's using all the grip.
He is, hey. It's a great drive from him. Whoa, is he going to be able to make this stick?
That's not a defensive line. He's opening up turn 1, or semi-defensive.
Yeah.
Ireland's going to try the outside. It's not going to work. Comes in, Van Der Hughes. He's having a sniff.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get
Hughes.
overlap.
It looks like he's back on pace now. By the look of it, he looks like he's not saving anymore as much. He looks like he's just picked up the pace a little bit there. It's definitely closing this gap.
The moment he catches up, he's on the clutch, though.
Yeah, true.
Gap back to Sam. 3.3. Greg is right behind Sam now.
Oh, he's pushing hard. Wow, look at that. Greg has just pushed up so much of a gap there after that earlier incident. Just filing himself back up through the positions. He wants to get back up to the 3rd position at least, because that's where he started.
Paul and Edwards are just hanging on to the back of him as well. They get a nice tow along.
That looks like it might be only just a matter of time before these two pull away, though, by the look of it, maybe.
McCartan has taken 2 seconds out of the gap between him and Richard.
Oh, here we go.
So
That's a big gap.
Definitely on the march.
He's definitely pushing hard as he can at the moment. Greg Barber, absolutely flying. He's still got our fastest lap, do he?
Just Jason Douglas trying to go again on Nathan.
Nathan Allen. That little bit of early contact there with Jason Nathan. There, so Nathan just this little battle pack. We've got all these little bunches of 3 and 4 cars, don't we, all across the grid?
Oh, his Ireland's done it.
Yeah.
He's gone past Douglas. It's only taken him 21 laps to get to the front. Oh, it's a big argue.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Dylan Shepherd there. Leaving it to Chris Island. Oh, Von Dell made the move on Dylan Shepherd also. Oh.
As you can see, the gap now to Sam and the front pack is 2.6. They are losing time to the guys behind.
I think you're right there. I think Dylan Shepherd's tyres might have been falling off a cliff there a little bit, as you were saying. You're saying that looking a bit sketchy there with Chris Olin's done a very smart move here. Saved a bit of gas, saved his tyres there for quite a few laps, and now he's been able to make this push past Dylan Shepherd and back up into the 1st spot, along with Van Dell.
If you look at time to leader, Greg is only 4.5 seconds off Ireland, so he's still in with a good chance here. Oh, so we got a spinner.
Oh, a massive moment from Douglas, was it? Steve Tonkin out the back there, was it? Oh, unfortunate for him. Okay, that's Stephen Burrow. Sorry, guys. That's Stephen Burrow at the back there. So, yeah, that's...
Tonkin and Rankin were very lucky not to collect him.
Most definitely. Oh, Todd's under the pressure now. Oh, and it's let Scotty Rankin come back onto the back of these guys as well. So Scotty Rankin pushing hard. He's definitely clear of Greg Leake now. So he's up one more spot from where he started. A great race tonight. We are halfway through, a little bit over halfway through, 35 minutes in out of our hour-long race. So it'll be interesting to see how many laps we'll be able to get out of this race due to the timing, etc.
Yeah, it's just Douglas is going to do a move down the inside. Very nice.
Beautiful move into the slipstream of Nathan Allen there. Nathan Allen just trying to shake those cars at the back of him, isn't he?
As
Just
he's
wanting
up
to get
10
some.
now. 10
Oh,
spots for
he is
Nathan.
absolutely smoking it, isn't he?
Oh, Sam had a wiggle there.
Oh, big wiggle.
This is Greg's chance.
Oh, the pressure's gotten to Sam there a bit, I think. Greg Barber is going to be able to make this move down the outside, or he's going to be going to pull onto the inside for turn 1. No, he's got it. He's got it done and dusted.
As Hughesy's also gotten past Vandel. It's one there.
I see. So, yeah. As we saw before, I think Hughesy has just taken off the gloves now. So, let's go, son.
And, yeah, Shepherd he's not out of draft yet, but he is starting to let the gap creep open to Ireland there, who is not saving and pushing hard to break this toe.
Yep. Trying to... Look at this, this bit of a gap from Sam Muir. And we've got there's the rest of this other pack is starting to catch him here at the back as well. So, very, very, very action-packed racing tonight. Ooh, who we got here? Jason Douglas and Nathan Allen. Jason Douglas trying to make this move happen again on Nathan Allen. Nathan Allen just letting it happen. We know that they had a little bit of slight contact through this sector in earlier laps, so hopefully we don't see any more of that, but he's putting some serious pressure on.
Little kiss on the rear bar.
Yep.
Don't crowd him.
Know he's there. He's going to get the inside line, isn't it, Nathan? Oh, no, he's closed the door on him. But that's sent him wide. Wowee. Great little battle here. Nathan Allen up 10 spots from 24th to 14th. Let's see if he can make it up into the top 10. But with this little battle going on, might not be a goer. Scotty Rankin in 13th there. Just saving it and keeping it back on the track there. He's up 1 position from his starting position.
Yeah, Rankin had a bit of a slide there. As this battle has not stopped all race. Douglas and Allen.
So Alex Court and Sam Muir having this big fat battle here. Alex Court, we've got Jake Edwards on the back of them as well. Definitely having a bit of a massive battle here. Jake Edwards is going to be able to make this move happen on Alex Court.
But Barber hasn't really pulled away from these guys either. So they're definitely getting towed along to the front pack.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And we know Greg Barber's definitely got the pace to catch the front pack as well. So
Barber's 4.4 behind Vandel. And Ireland is now out to a 1.2 second gap.
Oh. Here we go. Wonder when they're going to... Do you reckon these guys are going to pit soon, or...?
I don't think so. Rule of thumb with these cars has always been, when you take a pit stop, it kind of re-energizes the tyres.
Yeah.
Lets them cool down a bit, so you
Alex Court going off at the back there, was it? No, that was David Leslie having a bit of a moment. Sorry, Tom Knight. Apologies. As we got,
He's blinking. Nathan gets past Jace again.
Oh, and this battle is on now. Hughesy on the outside, on the inside of Dylan Shepherd here. He's going to make this stick. It's a very, very good looking pass here. Oh, and Vandel is... Dylan Shepherd slowed down a little bit just to let him pass. But then Vandel's made a bit of contact and slowed him down a bit. So that's definitely going to play into Greg Barber's hand. And Greg Barber, Sam Muir, and Alex Court and Jake Edwards, the pack of them, it's definitely going to play into their hands.
I don't think Shepherd was too happy with that dive. Vandel cut the inside corner to get a nose up.
Yep.
Leave that up to race control for them to decide.
Yep,
But yeah, very, very risky driving from Vandel to get that one. He won't
especially on this track as well. It can end in tears really badly.
Yeah. He wants to catch up to Hughesy as quick as possible, and Hughesy's going to push to consolidate his championship lead for his main rival at the moment, who's leading the race, Chris from Ireland.
Yeah. Loving it. Oh, mate, these guys definitely putting on a show. And what a drive from Chris Island. He definitely had to be aggressive. So it's going to be very interesting to see when he's going to, jump into the pits, etc. Because, he's definitely not saving at the moment. He's pushing as hard as he can to try and build this gap. Do you reckon he might go for the undercut, try and build this gap and do the undercut and then...
I think he's going to have to. The amount Hughesy and Varndell have been saving, they're going to have more fuel when they come to the stop. So they'll actually probably pit later.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Oh, we got this SRW car just
this is Sam. This is Sam Muir going back up the inside of Greg Barber, who's still arguing the position.
Oof.
Barber gets on through.
We know Barber's got the pace.
Courts there. Edwards has a sniff. Won't get it done there, son.
Yeah. No. Leave it for a couple more corners, buddy. And we have Alex Court making the move on Sam Muir.
Dive.
Oh, massive dive. That was dive on a lockup by the look of that.
Yeah, it's a bit touchy.
Yeah, he's held it, so we'll have to see what we'll see what race control has to say about that. I thought there might have been a little bit of a redress there, but who knows? These guys will just leave it up to race control and go from there. But Sam Muir definitely coming off second best in that situation. Jake Edwards now. Sorry, Mr. Varndell.
He's actually gone wide.
Oh, and he's taken out Shepherd there. Oh, no. I'm not sure what's happened. Hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes.
Oh.
Wow, that could have been a world of hurt there. Wow.
I'm not sure Varndell was in the wrong there. He was on the inside curb. He couldn't really give him any more space.
No, I didn't. I think Varndell just held his line, eh? We'll leave that to race control, but that's I agree with you on that judgment, but
yeah,
we could be wrong.
We'll see.
Yep.
Race control have more cameras, more eyes than us.
Yeah.
Scotty Rankin working on Tonkin. Tonkin has actually gotten past Rankin since we last had a look at him. Dodgy skipped away a little bit here. Red hot battle.
And these guys have been battling it out the whole race so far, so great to see. Scotty Rankin's had some awesome battles with a bunch of people tonight in both the Radicals and the Porsche GT3 Cups tonight for our Thursday Super Show. And saying that also, big shout out to you guys out there, all the viewers out there. Thank you very much for viewing. Make sure you hit that notification bell and hit that like, subscribe, etc. If you're out there and you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you very much tonight to DSL Welding Services for all your support, for our major sponsor, Pagnian, our stream sponsor, Pagnian Advanced Simulations, or Pagnian Imports, as they are also known as. And big shout out to the Safety Car and Promo Department and Race Control. Thank you very much for all your hard work, guys, and all your support.
As we just got confirmation from Race Control, Sebastian Varndell has a drive-through penalty.
Oh, he does.
That first incident.
See, that's why we're not in Race Control.
They can have their job.
Yeah, exactly right. I'd rather just talk about everybody and etc. and play with some cameras and have fun that way.
We got Rankin and Tonkin again.
These guys are still pushing.
This is the problem with battling. A lot of people have to, and it's the same in every field, every series you look at. Battling costs you time. It doesn't gain you time. You have a look at the front guys. The moment they started battling, they lost time. Then they started.
And then Chris Island just poof.
Yeah, they started pushing. You know, if you can make a pass quick and easy like Greg's been doing, it'll work out to your favour. But if you're going to sit there and battle, it costs you. It's a deficit.
Oh, Richard Mays had a bit of a moment. Mr. Consistency has had a notch in his armour tonight. I think he's let a couple of the boys pass there. So,
We just got another.
Oh, one of the DSL Welding Services cars
Oh.
off. Is that Stephen Sinkovich off on the side of turn 1, on the exit of turn 1 there. So, that's unfortunate for him. So, but he did well to get that back on the track. So he's back in a running. So good to see the SRW car in that brand new livery out there, rocking it, looking awesome. Oh, Sam Muir still on this push. Jake Edwards, he wants to stay on the back of this pack here, but he's got Alex Court hunting him down also behind. Stefan McCartan with a great run as well. Stefan McCartan is up how many positions? Just one position from his starting position, but he's right on the back of Dylan Shepherd there.
This is lap traffic.
Oh, okay, lap traffic. So that's David Leslie at the back there, being passed by his teammate Alex Court and Sam Muir there also.
So Alex received a redress. He had to redress to Sam Muir. And thanks to Leslie, he got that spot back very quickly. Good team. Oh,
Okay.
First in the box. Barndell is over saving. Get out of the traffic. Let's go, go, go.
I think I'm picking the next one's going to be Chris Island to be in the pits next, I think.
No, sorry, that was the
That's
drive-through.
a drive-through penalty, yeah, true, yeah.
Where,
I wonder why
does he
it
come out?
didn't stop.
Barndell
Brilliant work.
P7. P7 with Dylan Shepherd behind him.
And amazingly, Greg Barber's still holding this fastest lap of our race at the moment, so...
Who is now up into P3.
Yep, pushing. Look at that, back into where he started. Back where he belongs, eh? In third position there. So let's see if he can take the fight to the rest of these guys now.
Top 3 in the championship are back to top 3 in the race.
Yeah.
Jake
Loving
Edwards
it.
running P4 now, with Alex Court right behind him and Sam Muir right behind him.
Tell you what, Jake Edwards has had a blinder of a race, hasn't he? He's up 7 spots, and he's just been really patient, man. He's stayed out of the trouble, but he's profited from everyone else getting in the trouble.
Yeah, he's shown his pace that he's kind of always had. He's just been in a few incidents in the first couple of rounds. So,
Sam, you're just getting Alex Court getting it done on Sam Muir there. Stephen McCartan on the hunt of Dylan Shepherd now. We know Dylan Shepherd's fast, but his tyres might have taken a bit of hit from that earlier incident, locking him up so much, so who knows. And as it's slowly... Oh, yeah, and as we see with the weather, guys, so it's slowly becoming nighttime here at Interlagos. So the sun is going down here on Interlagos racetrack here. The Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace. Boom. That's why we call it Interlagos. Much easier, eh? There is some strange names for some racetracks out there in the world. But that's why they do tend to get short on certain things a bit. So, yeah.
Us fishy boys have another nickname for this place. We call it D Lagos.
Yeah, what?
Delaney's strongest track on saving fuel.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, we
He can eke out
turn off the engine through here. Bloody hell, that's
Another-
craziness.
another 7-8 laps on what everyone else can do around here.
Really?
Yeah, he's scary around here.
That is crazy. Wowee. Yeah, all you fishy boys are ridiculous anyway, to be honest. So there's plenty of piranhas in the pond, and there's no slow swimming piranhas in your said pond either. So
Just
it's gonna be a lake soon. You're gonna have to move to bigger digs soon, aren't you?
Oh, Barndell had a little defend Little wiggle. I don't know if he was under brakes or not, but he doesn't want to give that position up. It might be. I think if I was Dylan Shepherd, I might pit now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Actually,
I would agree.
Are they even pitting this race? Is this a
I think
CPS race?
They're just CPS. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think they need to pit. 50 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes to go. Doesn't look like it.
Varndell's wide. Yeah, I can't remember.
It's not worth the pit, really, is it? You're probably gonna have so much falling of these tires once you get new ones. So, wow, what a great racetrack! We did some great racing tonight. Oh ho ho! We got Richard Mayer there, really beautiful. He's seems like he's pushing on the gas a bit more now. He's just trying to make his spots back. He did fall down a little bit, but now he's back up to where he wants to be a bit more. So, oh, Jake Edwards making the move happen. Sorry, Stephen McCartan on Varndell. Sorry, apparently. Sorry.
He's made it happen too. He's done well.
Absolutely massive move.
So, according to the race guide, there aren't DPSs for this race. It is just a limited fuel tank. So if they fuel, you don't have to stop.
Hence the fat saving, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see. No wonder.
This is the battle for the lead. This is Hughesy on Ireland. No one's saving anymore. This is all for sheep stations.
But Chris Island didn't really save that much in the first place, so I'd be worried about his fuel. But we know he's very, very good, so maybe he's just trusting it and running it to the wire.
He might have in the very early laps before we picked up on it.
True. Right at the start, while all the other melees are happening, chill out and save some fuel there. No.
You can see this gap. Christopher Ireland and Adam Hughes have just pulled 11 to 12 seconds away from Barber, which the gap was 4. So
wow.
They're not saving anymore. They're going. Christopher Ireland wants to eat into Hughesy's championship lead. Hughesy wants to defend.
We got Mr. Sam Muir here on the inside. Oh, and Alex, beautiful move down the inside.
That was cheeky of Alex.
That was. Jake Edwards doing his best just to stay out of the melee and just try and get his position back. Looks like he does.
Edwards didn't have to lift there for Alex. He was still there. And now he gets rewarded for what could be said is karma. And if I was Sam Muir, cover off Alex, go around the outside. If you don't make it work, at least you got Alex. Alex is going to come in for a big dive. 3 wide. Contact 3 wide.
Oh no, that's definitely not where you want to go through 3 wide. And Alex caught there, was up into 4th place, back down, and now slotting down the positions, just giving that redress back.
Now, technically, for a redress, you have to give him a braking zone.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can get a replay of that. But that was yeah.
And it's a third one here, guys. Is that thanks to DSL DSL welding service for the action replay?
So does he lock a brake?
Oof. No,
he didn't get up far enough.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Edwards came down. There was barely an overlap. And he didn't expect Court to be there. And rightfully so. Court really shouldn't have been there. He had a really good shot, but he just couldn't close the gap. There's this Richard Mayer on the back of Mr. Scotty Rankin.
Doing very well there.
Richard Mayer must have had a little bit of a Mayer moment.
Yeah, I think he might have.
He's dropped a few spots now. He's currently where he started.
Saving a bit.
Maybe.
Possibly just getting that fuel saving right and then going from there, right?
We can't win them all.
No, 100%. But I'm sure he'll see some pace back from him again. Mr. Scotty Rankin there, just holding him off well though.
as car 44 receives a drive-through penalty for that incident.
Mr. Alex caught. Oh, ouch. It's got to hurt.
Richard showing the nose. Oh, a bit of
Oh.
oversteer. Yeah. Have to try another lap.
Ooh. Here we go, Mr. Scotty Rankin. We're
As,
coming down into our last 5 minutes, guys. Last 5 minutes.
hang on. Hughesy's gotten past Ireland. Ireland is
what?
now two seconds
I don't
behind
understand
Adam
that one.
Hughes.
Wow, hey, usually past Chris Darden.
So, what's happened here? Ireland's gone. He's gone straight on.
Oh, he's just gone. Oh, that's just gone straight ahead.
Bit of a brain fart moment, maybe.
We did see him miss his braking marker on that earlier incident as well. So maybe it's just when he's in the heat of battle or whatever, he's just kind of not quite getting it right.
Maybe it is a long race. You're thinking about a lot of things. If he hasn't got someone spotting or crew chiefing for him, you know, you got to put a lot of head work into what you're doing.
Yeah, most definitely.
As
And
we-
keeping in mind some of these guys, this is their third race of the night as well. You know,
Yes,
doing two
definitely.
races at ankles. So
Stefan McCartan on Dylan Shepherd. This is for a top 5 from Stefan after starting from 10th. No practice.
he's on the Porsche.
Race controlling the radicals. Stefan's done awesome.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Steps out of the McLaren safety car into the Porsche GT3 Cup, and he's almost into the top 5. What a legend. What a race, what a race. Is he going to be able to make this stick? We currently have 3.5 minutes to go, guys. So, what have we got? About approximately 2 laps to go now, guys. So, once we see that, possibly 3, depends whether... No, it'll be 2 by my very loose calculations there, guys. Sam Muir in 4th place there, still sitting on the back of Greg Barber. Greg Barber having a great race, great comeback. To come back from his early incident back into his podium position.
Yeah, and Sam's driving awesome. Haven't really seen him drive this good as of yet, off the top of my head. To a point where Greg is actually having to defend him.
Yeah, which you got some serious pace if Greg Barber has to defend against you. So well done to Sam tonight.
Shepherd, McCartan, Van Dell all in the 34s. Edwards, Dodds in the 35s. Oh, Sam's having a look. Not yet.
2.5 minutes to go, guys.
Barber run wides again. Gives Sam a run. He's defending hard.
Oh, he is so hard. He can tell that clock is running down, and maybe Barber's having to save a little bit of fuel here because it doesn't look like he has the same pace as he once had.
Barber, remember, also pinched those tyres early, so
Yeah, true.
you know, maybe his tyres are just starting to wear out. Richard Mayer.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like he's having to brake a lot earlier, Greg Barber, than Samuel.
Yeah. This battle is not done. Richard on Rankin.
Oh, Samuel still on the hunt here.
As,
Greg Barber.
As the leaders have taken the white flag. White flag.
White
There he
flag.
is. This will be the final lap.
Barney, thank you very much, Barney, to Barney, our flag waver, our official flag man.
Oh, what's the gap? What? 0.2. 0.2. He's not going to have a look here. He's going to see how hard Greg defends. He needs Greg to over defend and make a mistake. or he's going to have a sensational dive at it. I mean, why not? This is a podium.
Yep. Nothing to lose other than
Yep.
a whole race, but you know.
How far inside? Greg semi defends. Sam's right there.
And yeah, Greg Barber is very good at just putting his elbows out, making sure these guys aren't getting past him.
Sam's using all the track as the leader comes around the final corner, but we'll stick with this. Oh, Sam.
Oh, touch of rubbing.
Is right there, coming up to the last real spot. Oh, has he got a run?
Yeah, he does.
As that's Adam Hughes in first and Christopher Island in second. These boys are the next across the line. He's going to run the shortest. I don't think he's going to get there. Brilliant driving, comeback from Greg. Well done, Sam. P3 and P4. Stefan McCartan pips Dylan Shepherd. Right at the line. Shepherd must have run out of fuel there. McCartan in 5th. Shepherd 6th. Varndale 7th. Edwards 8th. Dodsy's come home in 9th. Cork comes home in 10th. Rankin 11th. Richard Mayer P12, right where he started. Very nice. And last cars across the line will be Tonkin and Leslie in 13th and 18th. What a race.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Had heaps of fun. Lots of very close racing here tonight as well. So great to see you in these Porsche GT3 Cup cars for this Super Show for our second race for tonight. A second section part of the racing, I suppose, for the GT3 Cup cars. We'll get our top 3 down here. So it seems that Hughes has ended up with the win there in the end there, Jamie. Beautiful work from him.
He saved what looked like the most fuel in that battle pack, and he's done the best at it. Christopher's had a moment into one, and he's just capitalised. So well done on the championship leader for extending his lead. Christopher Island in P2, also P2 in the championship, as is Greg Barber in third in the championship. Sam drove an awesome race, almost getting Greg at the end there. He'll take home P4. McCartan up 5 into 5th. Solid drive from him. I don't think he thought he would be there. Well done him. Dylan Shepherd, after leading most of the race, if not half the race, I believe used up too much of his tyres and fuel trying to hold off the lead, and unfortunately drops down into 6th. Well done. Sebastian Varndale, 7th after a drive-through penalty. He'll be reeling over that one, but he can go back and have a look at the replays. Jake Edwards was running with Stefan until he came unstuck. Finishes in P8. P9 for Harry Dodds after his spin early in the race. Caught coming up P10. Rankin P11. Richard Mayer started P12. Finished P12. Well done on Mr. Consistency. Tonkin 13th. Nathan Allen P14 after starting 24th, moves up 10 spots. Well done, Nathan.
That's definitely driver of the day, that one. Bloody hell.
Jace Douglas 15th in a few incidents. Tom Knight had that major spin 16th. Dean Sinkovich 17th. 18th for David Leslie after his stop and go penalty. Sinker P19 and Leakey rounds out the top 20. P21, Stephen Barra. 22 will be Callan Hodgkinson. Jet Oliver DNF'd early in the race. Pulled out of it. And that is it after the race control safety car drivers, Mr. Tyson McAvoy and Dylan Thomas.
Thank you very much. So we have Chris Island and Adam Hughes in the green room at the moment. We'll just wait for Greggy to come down, and then we'll start bringing him in. I might hand the interviews to you, Jamie, tonight, and I'll bring down our drivers. So I'll bring down Greg down first, third place getter.
No worries.
if it will let me. Apologies, guys. Yeah, if you can, that'd be good. Yep. There we go.
Greg, well done on P3, man. Tell us about your night. Greggy.
Sorry, mate, you there?
Yeah.
I was just
How you
jumping.
doing, mate?
I was off the mic for a sec. Sorry, just ask that question again.
Brilliant race, man. P3. Tell us how it went.
Oh, mate, could have been better. Yeah, early on there, just got checked up a little bit into one of the hairpins and just locked the rears, trying to avoid running into the back of, I think it was Dylan. And then, yeah, dropped back to about 9th, I think it was, and then just had to try and make my way through the pack and save fuel to get to the end. So it was a bit of a challenge. Holding off Sam there at the end was pretty hairy. I think I rolled back into the pits with about 0.3 of a litre left in the car, and still had to try and lift and coast and clutch in with Sam right on me. So it was a bit of a challenge, yeah.
Well, with the fastest lap of the race, and it didn't look like you were saving that much. You were definitely gaining on Hughesy and Ireland. So, well, up until the last, say, 5 laps. Definitely showed pace. P3, third in the championship. You got to be happy with that. Good comeback.
Did I get fastest lap, did I?
Unless it was taken in the last handful of laps, you were the quickest.
Lap 28, okay.
Lap.
Yeah, right, nice.
I think you did it like
no
3.
idea.
I think you took it like 3 consecutive laps in a row. You just improved or something along the lines of that. No, it was really good driving, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Is anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd normally thank the sponsors, but I think I'll get Hughesy to do that tonight. He took the cookies, so see what he wants to say.
Fair enough. Love your stuff, man, and well done on the podium, mate.
Thanks, guys.
As we get Chris from P2. Christopher, how was your drive, mate? Well done on the P2.
Yeah, oh mate, that was probably the most enjoyable race I've ever been a part of, to be honest. That was just absolutely awesome. The battling at the start, the strategy of the fuel saving in the middle, and the chase down at the end, mate, that was just something else. Big respect out to Adam there. He kept the tyres in the correct window, saved enough fuel to get to the end, and yeah, bloody good race by Adam there. And yeah, just awesome job by all around.
Yeah, it looked like in that battle pack that you were in, you and Hughesy were saving the most and just trying to baby it along. And tell us what happened at turn 1 there.
Probably I lost a bit of talent. Lost a bit of talent. Yeah, I just trying to brake too hard. I almost did it the lap before, and I just don't learn my lesson. So, yeah, probably just broke a little bit too late. And if that was lap 1, I could have broke there, but because the tires weren't as grippy as they were at the start, just locked the left front, and once you lock it, you go on. So, just had to focus on trying to get it around the corner and keep it on the tarmac rather than getting around the corner. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, I'm happy with P2. I just love that race. I mean, if I finished last in that, but if I had that battle, just an awesome race. Just absolutely awesome.
Yeah, and it was awesome to watch, man. P2 and you hold P2 in the championship. Hughesy extends a little, and Greg P3 in the championship. So you 3 are absolutely killing it. Well done on your P2, man. You'd like to thank anyone?
Of course, just like to big shout out to our Precision Sim Sport for the Precision Performance Shop. Sorry for all the setups. They do a really good job of providing some really stable and good setups on tire wear, etc. So big shout out to Precision Performance Shop, ProServe Finance, Sydney Computers, AJ Insurance Services, Transform Media, Pixel Blocks, and Hobbs Trenching and Boring.
Love your stuff, man. Well done on the P2. Go and enjoy that one, man. Thank you.
Thanks, fellas.
As well. Hughesy. Mr. Hughesy Hughes, P1, well done. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, cheers, boys. G'day, everyone. Yeah, no, it was a good race, mate. Bloody absolutely wrapped with it, mate. Poled. I got it on pole by I think like less than a tenth of a second. Actually, probably not even less. Probably less than half a tenth of a second. Quality was close, and the race itself was just mega close as well. I think the 4 or 5 of us sort of just checked out, and we just had our own little train going on for the whole remainder of the race, and like just a mega race by myself, and geez, his name escapes me now. With old Christopher rather. That was just a mega race. Like, just awesome. Absolutely rate it, mate. Fuel saving the whole way through. Thanks, massive shout out to Barbs. He was sort of just in my ear a bit here and there, saying, "Hey, we need a fuel save. We can do this on. We can just do this on the pure tank. No stops required." So yeah, no, big shout out to Barbs for the setup and for the fuel saving heads up. So yeah, no, all round just bloody awesome, man.
Yeah, it seemed as though in that battle pack, you and Ireland were saving the most amount of fuel out of the field, and it was really up until the point where I think it was Van Dell started pushing his way through that the battle pack behind you started gaining on you. But once you and Ireland cleared them, yous were fast. And
Yeah, yeah, no, it was good, mate. Like, I think the only downfall for Sebastian was I think he was running a high rear wing. I noticed that in a straight line we were just pulling tenths out of him. So once he was in front of us, we sort of all got slowed down in a straight line. But like he was doing a good job himself. Like, credit to him, and obviously to a good mate Dylan. He gave me a massive chop out as well in the race. He was another ace racer. But yeah, no, Sebastian was doing well, but I think he's just rear wing sort of let him down because yeah, like you said, as soon as we got past him, we sort of just slowly crept away.
yeah, that was an awesome race, man. P1, you're extending your lead in the championship. Good old Hughesy Hughes. Is there anyone you'd like to thank, man?
Obviously you guys for tonight. Want to obviously thank sponsors with mainly Team Boss Stefan and the Crisscross Racing Team. Obviously Jakey, obviously Barbs and Stefan himself. Obviously doing the series again this season, and just obviously helping each other out with setup or just general sort of notes. Massive shout out to Poolmaster Bayside, Palmerston Bakery, AE Boards, Jennifer Russell Real Estate, Smoke Studios, and Shunts for coming on board and sticking around again. It's been fantastic.
Well done, man. Congrats on the P1, and you go celebrate, man. Well done.
Yeah, definitely will, mate.
As Toddy.
Very nice, very nice. What a race tonight, Jamie. Hey, wow, that was exciting, man. Especially with the Radicals first up was heaps of action, and then we just had some really close racing all race this race, didn't we? Lots of little battle packs and lots going on. So some impressive driving from everyone tonight. Very enjoyable to watch. So hopefully everybody out there enjoyed it as well. So out there in viewer land, thank you very much for joining us tonight for Sim Racing World TV's coverage of the Super Show Thursday Super Show tonight. Starting with the Radicals. And finishing with the GT3 Porsche Cups tonight. Big shout out to our sponsors, DSL, our major sponsor, DSL Welding Services. Thank you very much for all your support. Safety Car, Promo Department. And our stream sponsor, Pagnium Imports, and also just another little shout out to our series sponsor for the Radicals, Scott Callahan Racing as well. And thank you very much to all the SRW team out there and everybody else that puts in hard work to make this all happen. So thank you very much for coming tonight, guys, and we shall see you soon. Much love and keep safe.